is on here. Hello. Starting off 000 with 10 seconds. 10:00. Oh, hey, Betty Boop. I don't see you on still. Are you still here? Sorry, I'm just getting adjusted. Looking in the camera is different than looking in a mirror. Hey, happy holidays. Okay, welcome. No one's here yet. That's okay. It's one of those kind of days. Oh, look, someone's there. Hi. Oh, you're on the list. That's awesome. So I am just gonna get settled, say hi to everybody. How's everybody doing? How's your new year? Everybody's going through 2025, so that's kind of cool. Because like no matter where we are on the planet, we're all in a different year. I'm someone. You're here, yay. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to make sure that I get as many people. I'm talking to you guys, interacting with you. Happy New Year. So let's see. So I was getting prepared and there kept being like ashes everywhere. I lit some sage and that got all over the place. And then the air blew it all over the place. And I'm just getting a lot of like having to clean up the same messes over and over. So it's interesting, like we're kind of in this place of 2025 of looking around and going, wow, that there's so much new here, but you know, I still have to deal with the daily messes, the daily issues. So I drew some cards and you got the Great Severing, and this is Mars energy. So like you see Mars, and a lot of the speculation about Mars is that it used to be like Earth. And so it got to a place because of cosmic events or something that happened there, and it's now desolate. All the water is below the surface or frozen. And then you got inner Earth. And so there's a lot of speculation that within Mars, there's some kind of place that's like Earth, that just had to go below the surface. And I feel like you guys are in that place, that in between void. Like I kept getting a lot of ash, and like not seeing things as new, but just this kind of void space. Like after this ending of 2024, coming into a place of like, well, I know there's this new earth, this new space, this new growth, but I can't see it because all I can see is this desolate area. Oh no, this is just like the energy of the collective of what I was getting when I was preparing to go live. I'll let you know if I'm going to I'm going to do your reading, because I want to make sure I lock in into your energy versus everybody else's. But I'm getting from everyone that they're in this place of like letting go of the past. It's like gone, it's ashes, it's, you know, like the phoenix rising. But what's left is this void. This void is there because it's like, well, what do I base the visualization of the future on? Hi, Firefly. Yay, thank you. I'm just reading your guys' comments. So you guys are feeling in this void space because you've let it go. You're not holding on to the past, but then see here, what else is there? This is the void space. Like what do I visualize now? And so that's the work. That's imagining. That's like thinking of, that's when journaling comes in handy, because we can talk a lot about what we don't have, what we can't visualize, what, you know, we let go of in the past, what died, what's ended. And so visualizing what you want can be a little harder. So starting with very simple imagining, like you would do when you were a child, like, ooh, what do I want? What am I looking forward to? Because when you're planning a trip, thank you. When you're planning a trip, you're not going like, oh yay, I accomplished it, and you're done with the trip. That's sad. You're looking forward to it, visualizing the place you're going to go, what the weather's going to be like, what you're going to wear, if you're going to need sunscreen, or if you're going to need cold protection, what environment, what world are you going into? Because you have to actually feel it. Life is like that trip you're planning. You're really looking forward to it. You're not looking forward to finishing that trip. You're looking forward to going on the trip, experiencing new things. So thinking about it like that, because everybody in this collective is very empathetic, and you guys are absorbing what isn't yours. You're absorbing everyone's feelings. So if you're surrounded by a lot of people who are creating a sense of not having a abundant mindset, then you're going to be attracting that. You're going to be manifesting that. See, here's, instead of this being a portal of going into a new environment, a new reality, you're using it as a mirror. You're mirroring back what you're seeing. So you have to create your own. We got 2 empathy cards. So really remembering that you're not only picking up on the good as an empath, you are picking up on everything. It is like the environment. So if you're surrounded by this kind of environment, it's going to create a sense of void, not having new life. But if you're focusing on manifesting, like even if it's the simplest thing, like think about a trip that you planned. Even if it was just to like a day trip, a car trip, you planned what you were going to eat, the stops along the way, got excited about it. Like, oh, what is going to happen? You weren't like, hi. You weren't like, oh man, I can't wait till the end of the day when I'm returning home. What? I mean, like, you have to think of your life as that, as an adventure. Like, you don't want to get your adventure over with. You want to plan and get excited about it and go through it. So those are just the energies I was getting from the collective, because I think people always say, stop doing this, stop smoking, stop drinking. But like, what do you have to replace it? So replacing your lack mindset with one of positivity, of what is possible. What can I explore? I was making a joke to someone. I was like, go when you're going out to the grocery store, think of it like create a soundtrack from like the olden times, like the Legend of Zelda or Final Fantasy, when you're going into a, I think you're logged in as me, speak so well. When you have that mindset of you're logged in as me, so it's going to get kind of confusing. You're locked into that mindset of, oh wow, like I'm going on an adventure. Just because you're going to Safeway or wherever you live, your grocery store, think of it as like an old market where you might just find something amazing and new wherever you go. I mean, I know that's hard to do sometimes, but the only way you're going to create wonder in your life is if you get excited about everything. Like, we're here in this world, and that's exciting. So I'm going to get started with a reading. And the first person I saw is, I want to make sure I pronounce your name correctly, because names have a resonance. And so it looks like, hi, Alley Cat. It looks like Shaheen, Shaheen. So I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. So let's see. And I've been a little sick, so my voice is a little funky today. Yay, that's correct. Okay, Shaheen, let's get you some cards. I can feel your energy, you're energetic. Like, it's exciting. I'm feeling good about your energy. So I'm going to use, because with the Queen of Wands under this deck that I just picked up, this is about this really fiery person, an attractive person, just ready to go, take the world by storm. It's like you're following your instincts, like you're very grounded in your intuition, into your instincts on how to create in the world. So let's see what else. And I've already shuffled all the cards, but I like to get a few shuffles while I'm tapping into your energy. Hello, all the people that have just come in. Oh, this is great. So you got the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is about memories of the past. See, they are underground. Here's the earthworm and the roots and stuff like that. So it's where everything started. And it's a really good feeling, like your base, your foundation, where you tap your energy from is one of wonder, is one of excitement, of what's possible. And that feels really good. So like you're basing it on not just what's pretty or what people can see, but from a place of a deep root of manifestation, of creation, of transformation. Like you don't think you need to go into situations to manifest and show off, but it's really important that you it's just how you're feeling. Like you don't have to show everybody that your transformations or tell everyone. It's demonstrated in your energy. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So like, so that, and then, so you got the Ace of Pentacles, and right here is the gateway to home. So where, see, home is below here, is below. People can't see it. And now because of that, you're following your instincts here with the little spider, that web of knowledge, you're bringing it forward. You might be connecting with people. You might be that social hub, that brings in information and then connects everything within one whole. Like if you're the project leader of something, or you start a business, or you have an idea, you bring it forward and then make the connections on top of that. You trust your instincts majorly. I'm getting that a lot. Like you realize that the power comes from within. And that's not everything. That's not something everyone can realize. A lot of people think that it comes from without. And see, you got the Star. So this is really great energy. 6 of Cups as how you're showing up, really based in a feeling of abundance and groundedness. Very grounded in your connection with Source, the divine, and the connection with other people. And then that's bringing forth an idea that's manifesting into your glow up, your star quality. You are showing up as the star. The universe handed you an idea, an opportunity, and you looked to your instincts, you looked to your foundation, and you believed, and that's coming forth. And 2025 is going to be really awesome. Yeah, this is really great. Like I'm seeing a lot, like 6, 7, 8 with the numbers. I could do the math in front of you, but just trust me, 6, 7, 8. So it's moving forward at a very fast pace. It's coming in like the star. Stars move very quickly. They're, you know, that's that air energy. So 1 minute you have it on earth in your mind, the seed is planted, and then all of a sudden it's manifesting into the world. Okay. So I like that. So how's everybody doing? Hi, happy 2025. It's great to see you. Oh, hi, Betty Boop. You're on the list. So I want to make sure I get to all those people that are on the list, because it really does help your chances of getting a reading on these lives if you write your name down in the community post. I'm just more likely to tap into your energy and get a better reading. I can prepare for that. So it's not that I'm not going to get to you. It's just that it gives me clearer energetic connection. You're asking me a question. You're saying, here, I want you to read my energy. And then I have a chance to pick up on it ahead of time. So it just does help the quality of the reading. Okay, Betty Boop is next. Betty Boop. And let's see. Okay. Hi, Melanie. Oh, thank you for saying that. I have a cold right now, so I was worried that it would sound different, but I appreciate that. Okay, Betty Boop. How have you been? How's 2025 treating you? Down under, yeah, that's right. You're in Australia. Well, I'm surrounded by koalas, so I love them. I love the energy. I have them all over around the room. Yeah, I'm really into koalas. I don't know if you can tell. Everywhere I go, I seem to find them. When I first started collecting koalas, I couldn't find one. I was like, wow, there's no koalas. And then now everywhere I go, there's always a koala. So hanging on, grief stinks. Yeah, grief does stink, except that's what I kept getting when I was getting ready for this. It is all about ashes. So, yeah, that's interesting. So right here in the void, all you guys can see in this void are the ashes. So it's clouding your vision, your clear vision of what you guys want. So that's very clear. Like, making sure that, oh, wow. So at the bottom of the deck, when I'm getting your cards ready, I got the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So sometimes all the fire we're feeling of grief can cloud our vision. See how cloudy it is here? It's all the smoke. And then there's ashes getting on everything. That can cloud what we really want. So, you know, see how there's this black smoke? So what I'm getting is you've got to face it, like clean up the, like spread the ashes. Spread the ashes of the grief. Have a figurative mind ceremony of letting go of what, really grieving it as an end. If you're holding on to any part of it, you can't actually put it to bed. You can't put it to rest. You can't release it. And so it's going to keep showing up in your life. It's going to keep showing up in your life and clouding your vision. And so making sure that you're looking not at the smoke it's creating, not at the ash it's creating, but instead at the focus of the fire. What is the true passion? What are you actually focusing on? Because feeling the grief, feel it completely. This is one thing I do. I have a lot of pain in my body. And so I'm going to give you guys this suggestion. If I fight it, it'll just go on and on and on. And if I release into it, if I go for 5 seconds, I let every single pain I'm feeling hit me like a wave. And then I don't try to fight it. I don't try to make it better. I don't make any justifications. I go, oh my God. And you know, that's a lot of pain. But count to 5 and just feel it. Feel it for 5 seconds. And then after that, just go, okay, that's over. It's like, it's hard to do. But oh yeah, so calling judgment. So what I'm getting, Betty Boop, is you've got to call judgment. It's kind of like at the end of something, if you're going to sit in that grief for too long, it's going to take over your life. And you've got to say goodbye to it. You got to release it. It's an ending. If you hold on to anything that is over, it will rule your life. It will call judgment on you. But see, they're happy to call judgment because that means they're saying goodbye to something that doesn't work for them. And then they're calling in what does. That is not easy. It's painful to hear and to feel that it's going to be over. You can't revisit it. You can't interact with it. It's over. And that's hard to do. Hey, y'all from Northwest Arkansas. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. And this was the card that was at the bottom of the deck. With it just keeps showing up. You guys are showing up with a lot of fire, but you have to remember with that amount of fire, you're burning through things very quickly. You're moving through grief. You're moving through all these emotions very quickly, and you have to deal with the best that's creating. You have to get rid of it, like put it on the wind, blow it away, call judgment on it. Like you have to manifest by having clear vision, clear focus. And I think of just figuratively taking those ashes and, you know, putting them on your hand and putting them in the wind. Do you want to keep holding on to that, or do you want to move forward? Okay. Yeah, it'll balance things out. It'll balance things out when you decide that you're ready to let it go. But you have to be ready. No one can make that decision for you. Okay, who is next? Hey, first timer. Hi, Joanne. Nice to see you. Okay, who is next? And thank you, Speak So Well, for your help. Radhika. Okay, Radhika, let's do yours. I'm going to use these cards. This is the steampunk. Whoa, you're going through some stuff. You're welcome, Betty Boop. I'm just, whenever you're ready to move on from that energy, it'll move on quicker than you think. If you really visualize, you're holding on to it and making it a solid when it's actually ash, and it could easily fly away. So that can sound harsh. You're doing a great job. I'm just saying, we decide how long we stay stuck. Okay, Radhika. Good afternoon. Manifestation guidance. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you a question really quick, Radhika. Oh, that's great, Betty Boop. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's really hard. It is really, really hard. Let's see. Okay, Radhika, what I'm going to ask you is, manifestation is all about what you're putting your energy into, your focus. So what are you thinking about? Don't judge it, but observe it. What are you thinking about when you're like saying, because, oh, wow. Okay. This makes a lot of sense, because right here, this with the Two of Pentacles, I find this card very interesting, and I chose this deck. I was just drawn to it for you. This person is in water, and they're trying to cycle, and they're not getting anywhere. It's only creating a limited amount of energy, a localized energy, because they're trying to do an activity, a mechanism, a way of moving in the wrong environment. So if you're trying to move in water, you're not going to be on a bicycle. And if you're on land, you're not going to try to swim. So making sure that the way you're manifesting is appropriate for what you're trying to manifest. Like if you're manifesting and thinking about the things from the past, you're going to manifest more of the past. I'm just reading. I'm manifesting my moving of them all, but it's not consistent. If I am manifesting regularly, he will message me, but when I stop, he will not message. Well, that's important here. So you're trying to manifest a finite thing. Message me, message me, message me. What do you actually want? Because that's just kind of like going in circles. It's not actually going anywhere. It's not seeing the clear light of what you actually want to manifest. What do you want from this person? You just want them to message you? Well, then they messaged you. What do you want? If you want a relationship, if you want a connection, if you want an actual developed long-term future, then you actually have to visualize that. You have to do it regularly, and it has to be from where you are. Yeah, well, so if you want a relationship with this person, you have to actually, when you're visualizing it, think about the way it's going to be. Like if you're just wanting a relationship, what does that mean? Have you created a picture, or are you just going relationship? And then there's this little dot. That's relationship. That's a concept. It's not a feeling. It's not a picture in your head. So are you thinking, oh, I want this? Because you're going and going, I want a relationship. I want a message. I want this. I want that. And you're getting those things. Those are things. Those are actions. Those are like little things that are coming through. And then you're going, it's not working. Well, it is working because all you're manifesting is exactly what you're visualizing. And so if you want to visualize this beautiful, abundant, full of water and beauty and all this, you have to actually visualize that. You have to actually feel it. If it doesn't have a strong, if you're not feeling like, wow, I'm excited about this, you're not feeling it. So having empathy means also, with these empathy cards, it also means that you're feeling those feelings. It doesn't mean that you're just thinking about them. Those are just words. Those are just concepts. Those are just single actions. They are not a picture. Relationship has unexpected twists and turns. If you mapped everything out, that would be the most boring thing. You wouldn't even actually want that. So then you got the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So this takes time to build. A relationship, a mature relationship that is a connection between two people, takes work. It's a journey. It's about creating that. It's not about spinning our wheels and doing the same thing and wondering why it doesn't come forward. It's not coming forward because we're doing the same thing. We're doing things that are not actually moving us forward. So do the work every day. Visualize what you want for yourself first. If you can't create a picture in your own mind of what you want your life to look like, you can't create a picture of what you want to bring in. So first it starts with you. What's going on? Is that a... Okay, so... Sorry, I saw something there. Okay, so first it starts with every day I want you to visualize about yourself, no one else. And when you get that clearly in your mind, what you want to manifest, do it something very, very specific about your own self. Like if you want to look a certain way, visualize that. I want you to actually think about it. I want you to actually feel it. And it has to be about yourself first. When you get really good at that, you build and build and build, and then you can create other pictures. But first you have to get your pictures down, what you want. Okay. So who is next? Alley Cat. Hi, Alley Cat. Alley Cat. Okay. Let's see. What is your energy? What am I getting from you? Moving the cards around. Alley Cat. Oh, thank you, Radhika. Okay, I will. I've actually been thinking about doing that because I realize that people are feeling very frustrated. They're like, but I'm sitting here and I'm visualizing and I'm still not manifesting. And I'm like, well, you're taking something away. You're like, there's all these rules people have about it. But it was just like, in order to create, there actually can't be too many rules about your thinking. It limits your manifestation. I was talking to someone about The Secret and how it used to be people would, get the dollar bill and then they'd write $100,000 on it. The 000. This is in the United States. So, and then they'd be like, oh, wow, I'm going for this. But as time, inflation kept going up, that became less valuable. And so we had limited ourselves. Like when you make those goals, if they're too finite, if they're too specific, if they're not open to be even bigger than what you could possibly imagine, if you're trying to manifest a specific thing, a specific action, a specific amount of money, that manifestation won't come into your life because, or if it does, you'll get that and then you'll get nothing further. And you'll be like, well, but I wanted to be wealthy. It's like, but you asked the universe for $100,000 and then after taxes, you got 60,000. And what are you going to do with that? And then now you got to pay all the bills and people think you have money. So why haven't you before I speak to Alley Cat, I want to address this. Why haven't you manifested something better then? You're on YouTube Live with 38 people on it. Well, that's a good question. That is depending on what you want. I actually came on YouTube because I wanted to connect with at least one person. I wanted someone out there who was feeling as like I have a lot in my life. I'm very happy in so many areas of my life. What I was missing was other people that could connect with me on certain things, who felt alone, like that their ideas of spirituality were wrong or bad, or just didn't run in alignment with others. And I was like, you know what? If I'm feeling alone like that, if I'm feeling like the need for this, then I'm going to bring that here. And I'm sure that there will be one or two people that want that too. I think it's amazing. I don't want, I mean, if they show up, great, you know, thousands of people, but I like the fact that you can interact on YouTube. If I could actually see you guys right now and interact, I'd like that even more. I can't do face-to-face readings all the time, and I actually miss that more than anything. So, okay, Alley Cat, back to you, back to your energy. You got the Magician. And I keep seeing butterflies flying by, which is really cool because I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm in the attic. So I love that energy. It's like coming through with the Magician here and then the butterflies flying around. You're going through a huge transformative process. You're finding what you want to manifest. Do you want to manifest, you know, what everybody thinks you should? Because like that question I was answering, it's very much like that. Well, you know, you're not as successful as I would want to be. Okay, well, I'm not seeing success in the same way that person is. And I think that's what people don't understand. You can be you can actually be manifesting exactly what you want, and other people around you will go, but you're not doing this, and you're like, well, that was never my dream. That was never my dream. And now you're like, no, I'm okay, because what we have to realize is we actually have to feel what we're manifesting. So Alley, Alley Cat, what I'm seeing you wanting to manifest. Exactly. You're manifesting divine contentment, happiness, and unconditional love. That you can have all by yourself. And then once you have that within yourself, once you're manifesting that, people are drawn to you. They are brought to you because they're like, wow, I want that too. Wow, how did you do that? And you're not trying to bring in other people to look at you and go, wow, look at what you did, because that's a different feeling. You're like, yeah, I'm creating this because this is what I want. And I don't care if anybody else gets anything out of it. What I'm doing is on my own journey. I want to enjoy my own journey, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I keep telling the story about the sword in the stone, and you're the only person who can get it out because you're the only person who has the code. You're the only person who knows how that works. That is specifically for you. It is a message for you. It is your strength. It is your information. And it's unlocked only by you. It's irrelevant if anybody else wants it. And I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, but I want to, I love money. I love this. No, what you love is the feeling it gives you. I mean, you're not Scrooge McDuck. Bitcoin, somebody mentioned Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a physical thing. It's a concept. So like, that's kind of like this. It's that information. It's that concept. It's not real. It's the feeling that it gives you of power, of ability to do what you want. So what you're trying to manifest is not the actual physical thing, money, a relationship, but instead it is what it creates in your energy, what it creates in your life, the feeling. Like, who cares? There's a lot of people that have tons of money. They're not happy. There's a lot of people that have a whole bunch of options. Not happy. What do you want to feel? They focused on the thing rather than the feeling. And like, that's the funniest thing. I had the most fun over the new year because my teenager had a birthday party, New Year's Eve party, and it was the most fun thing. It was like the energy level, and that wasn't about money. That wasn't about getting some kind of prestige. It was feeling contentment and happiness and remembering that that's a feeling that everybody wants. And we just look for things. We look for physical manifestations of those things instead of realizing they're in our grasp at every second of every day. And you're doing that. Sorry, that took a long time for that card to come out. But you're doing that, Allie. Look, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Whenever I get this card, I'm just like, this is about looking around and going, look at what I manifested. And to some people, it is a garden. To some people, it's about what you grew. It's about like, wow, I mean, I remember eating a fresh tomato for the first time off of nothing like a strawberry. They're not the same products that we get in the store. Even from the farmer's market, they're not the same as when you grow it yourself. And you don't have to grow things in particular, but it has a different feeling when you've put your heart, love, and soul into something. It just has a different resonance. That's what's important to everyone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get one more card. I mean, there's not a ton. Like, listen to your internal voice. Exactly. Heaven, that is true. That's why that there's that thing about heaven is within you. It's your perception. You can be, have everything in the world surrounding you and have everything at your fingertips and still be not happy. But you can have almost nothing but be, but be very happy. Okay. Oh man, these are great. Okay, Alley Cat. I mean, I maybe you should be doing the readings because your energy is so great. I mean, you showed up as the Magician, the 9 of Pentacles, and then the Fool card. I mean, it's just you're manifesting your new start. You're looking around, you're seeing how much work you put into it, and you're appreciating yourself. These are all single people in this, and the sun is shining on you. You're feeling carefree about it because you're realizing that manifestation, I think another thing that people don't realize is manifestation is the absence of effort. When you're working, when you feel like you're straining and you have to work so hard, that you are not going to manifest. You are just going to create more tension, more effort. And manifestation is about a feeling. It's about going with the flow of energy. If you're working really hard, it's not like people say we have tools. They're not realizing that those tools are within our brain space, within our imagination. They're thinking like a chisel or a hammer, and that's actually not going to manifest anything. That's actually going to get you too focused on the physical and not see the possibilities of everything. But you're not in that energy, so I'm not talking about you. So this is more of a confirmation. Keep it up, Allie, and you'll have even more success. Oh, cool. Ivy Bloom. My cat's name is Ivy. She's really cool. Okay. Who is next? Speaks so well. Thank you for being here, Allie. It's great having your energy. The Glamorous World. Okay. The Glamorous World. Let's see. I am going to go in with these cards. Actually, I'm going to go with these cards. On the bottom is Justice. Ooh. And then Temperance. This is interesting. Okay. Okay. So there was something put in the works. This could have to do with something legal or some a project, and you used your brain. You thought about the issue. You combed through it. You looked at the details. You looked at how it was going. You wanted things to be very balanced and even. We've got Temperance here and Justice and, Scales. And like I said, here's the blueprint. You were looking at some kind of plan. It could have also been something in the legal system, trying to figure out if there's some more information here. Under justice is the Ace of Cups. Okay. So you were dealing with some kind of unseen information. It was not fair. It was not balanced, but you stayed very grounded and balanced. See, we have 2 cups here, and they're overflowing. So you kept your peace about what you learned, and there might have been a decision that you didn't see as fair. You had been working on this for a long time. And you don't feel like the truth actually came into the world. It was actually more suppressed. There was too much information. That's what I'm getting. There was too much information and it wasn't clear. So once you clarified it and cleaned up the confusion, it brought an ending to a situation. There was a judgment involved, and it wasn't a judgment that you appreciated. You don't think that the judgment was fair. You might be thinking about that it was not fair, that it should have happened a different way, but the universe is trying to tell you that actually the judgment not going in your favor, this project or whatever it is not going in your favor, will bring you abundance. It's a blessing in disguise. So the way you acted, the way you handled this situation, you handled it with grace and dignity and didn't overreact. You let it kind of spill over like water on a duck's back, and then you moved forward. So now it's time to go in a different direction, because your wealth, your prosperity is in a different direction. Like, put this to bed. Yep, it wasn't fair. Yes, it wasn't right, and it should have gone a different way, but it didn't. And so don't spend the time focusing on that it didn't come through the way you wanted to. And instead, accept it, move in a different direction, except to leave it in the past, and that'll bring you wealth. That'll bring you prosperity. Because this, if it had gone in your favor, it actually would have kept you stuck, kind of going in a triangle. You would have thought you were getting to a point, and then you would have ended up going and like just going in it's a circle, but it's a triangle because you think you're getting to a destination. Yay! Okay. That was interesting energy. Okay. Anybody who is next? Okay. Let's see. It's nice to see everybody. Happy 2025. Jamal. Am I saying that correctly? I am so dyslexic. It's really bad. Okay, let's see. I am going to get one of these place cards for you because I knew I was going to use these at some point, and I get it's for you. Jamal? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to get your energy. Okay, I got hotel, and I was getting this as I was preparing these cards, so that's interesting. This is meant for you. Hospitality, comfortable stay, traveler's retreat. Okay, let's see. Jamal. Okay, and then you got Heartbreak Place, which is about lost love and grief, memories and heartbreak. So what I'm seeing here is you are going through some kind of heartbreak. You're not really dealing with it though, so it's kind of clouding your life in general. It doesn't have to be love. It can be, but love can mean anything. It can be grief from a relationship of any sort, even with yourself. But you're feeling very stuck. You're feeling the chill in the air versus realizing the exhilaration of the sand, the salt. So what this is telling you is you need to take some time and you need to go take care of yourself. You need to comfort yourself. You need to even, you know, if you can, get away for even the night, or, you know, make some kind of home environment that feels really good, that you can take care of yourself, that you can really feel like, you know, pamper yourself. I do get that it could be important to actually get away from the place that this heartbreak happened. So if it happened at home or at your workplace, going somewhere else and creating a comfortable environment will really benefit you. It'll move you forward. Here, let's see, what cards do I want to use? And both of these have H. They both start, we've got H, H, H. Hotel, hospitality, and heartbreak. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if that's significant. So this is the Knight of Chalices. So this is about working. This is the Knight of Cups. Or is this the Page? I don't know. A Knave, I'm not sure. But what I'm getting here is it might have had something to do, a labor of love, a work of love, something you really were invested in emotionally. And it caused, you're feeling heartbroken about it. Like your emotions are turbulent. They're coming in as very turbulent. And so you need to take care of yourself. See, here's some structure and light, bringing some light into the situation, some levity, yeah, take care of yourself. All I can say is maybe get out of town for a little while. Just take some time to feel good about yourself. So let's see if there's anything. Oh, okay. 7 of Cups. Okay. So maybe you felt like an option in this situation. Even in a job, we can feel like an option. I have to let go of my old self of being, acting, and thinking. My whole life has changed in these past few years. Yeah. So you can't, oh, that's what this is. You can't get better where you got hurt. So you've got to go and create a new place. Like if this is in a house or in a home environment or in your life that you currently, I want you to go and create your ideal place. You can't get better staying in the place where you got hurt. It just is impossible. We cannot create new energy or different energy in the same environment, in the same way of being. Like if you're looking around, like reconfigure your rooms. I mean, that's a very simple way. Do a deep cleaning, move everything away from the walls and dust, you know, like really see what's fallen through the cracks and then focusing on that. So yeah. I mean, that's hard to do, but it's, you know, 2025. It's a time to like take the reins of our lives and decide that we want something different. Because, you know, this reading started off with the Great Severing, which was Mars energy, the void, and then this beautiful paradise. So it's like, are we going to get stuck in this void of not replacing what we've left behind with anything? What are you going to replace what you left behind with? If you stay there and you go, well, I don't know what to visualize. Visualize something good. Like every time your mind goes here, or every time your mind goes blank, visualize a flower. Visualize the most beautiful day. If you like cold days, visualize a storm. If you like hot days, visualize the sun on your skin. Visualize a different feeling, a different resonance. Okay. Who is next? It's just moments, exactly. And that means that you can, thank you, Firefox, Night Fox. Firefox, I don't know why I called you that. But yes, it's all about moments. So that means also it's incredible. If you're having a horrible moment, if it's the worst moment that you could ever imagine, then it's like, well, this is only a moment. What's the next moment going to be like? It's going to be better. And if it's really bad, then you go to the next moment. But they're each moments. They're just what we want to create. Like Lego. You know, you take one little Lego, that's not your whole, you can't build anything with one Lego. You have to build something. And if you don't have any sort of, and you're just doing chaos, it's not going to create something. Okay, who is next? I don't know what the person is saying. It looks like workspace. Okay. Who's next? Anita. Wait, sorry. Anikita. I'm bad with spelling. Ankita. And it's very small on the screen. May you please know what is up with me and this person, what is in the future for us. Is this do you know this person through work? Okay. Or maybe you guys met through somebody that you both know through work. Ankita. Thank you. Okay. Or, so 2 cards came up. Workplace and the park. Okay, what I'm getting from this is you're seeing, no, we met through Twitter. Okay, what I'm seeing as feeling, what I'm getting as, you're seeing the relationship as work. Like you're going into this mentality of, I want a relationship, and if I do this, that, and the other, it's going to manifest into what I want. If I put this component with this component and I put it all together, it should work. It should create. Like, what's the blueprint of how to make a relationship work? That's not how relationships grow. They have to be more like organic. They have to be fun. It has to be about adventure, exploration. It's not about checking boxes and crossing T's and dotting I's. It is literally about the exploration. A relationship is an adventure. If you're not experiencing like that, if it's not a retreat, a haven, then you're not creating the relationship. That might be why it's not going to come in until you're in a different headspace. Are you thinking of this as work, or are you thinking of this as fun? Just gonna see. Like, oh, and hotel just came out again. It just flipped out. And so this is telling me, is a relationship, the thought of being in a relationship with this person, a retreat? Is it like feeling like a vacation? When you see this person, does it make you feel revitalized? Can you go to the just do basic things with this person and feel like, you're going to, like, wow, what's possible? I mean, I knew my current relationship was the one when I had a blast going to the grocery store with this person. Like, it was, I didn't need to go and do fancy things or whatever. And then those things manifested in my life because I enjoyed so much just being with that person. Everything was an adventure. And that's hard to remember when we're online dating, because it's got to focus. It's like, so instead of going into those situations thinking, I want a relationship, I have, goal. Here is just these lines of cubicles. It's like, okay, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And that's kind of like what online dating can feel like. It's got to be more fun. It's an exploration. Okay, wow, that person's weird. Wow, that person said something strange. Okay. And then like, going around different trees. Like, some trees have bees in them. You're not going to hang around in that tree. You're not going to go play at the playground if there's mean kids there. So, like, just seeing it as a new adventure, having fun. A relationship should feel like it adds to your life, not that it's work. And I think we're so focused on, I need a successful relationship. I need this. I need this. What you need is actually to feel good. And what you're doing is putting it outside yourself and not realizing that your twin flame is actually within you. Like, you are manifesting out that outside of yourself, that other part, that other side of the twin, onto someone else, trying to interact with it when it's actually within yourself. This is making you feel like in jail. Like, look, Like, dating should be fun. Dating should be an adventure. It should be play. And instead it's feeling like work, and that's making you feel confined. I mean, these two cards came out as just like very similar energy, and they, you know, the dating shouldn't feel like work. So that's all I can say about that. You really got to feel it with the Queen of Cups here. You have to feel that emotion. You have to feel that love, that excitement. Are you feeling that? I mean, or are you putting words in someone's mouth? Are you saying, oh, they really mean this, when they don't? I mean, that's one good thing about Twitter or online dating is you can't take someone's words and just interpret them any way you want. That's delusion. So, you know, be organic about your dating. You know, see it like a lake. When you throw a pebble into a lake, it makes a ripple. You don't have any control over that. But you wouldn't say, no, the lake isn't having any ripples, or it doesn't appear this way. You would be, accept it. So accept the nature, the flow of dating, and you'll have more success. Okay. Okay, who is next? Yay. Yay. I hope when you guys subscribe, you turn on the notification. And if you go into the community post before the Thursday readings and put your name down, I can really connect with your energy a lot better than I can on the spot with, you know, thousands of people end up logging in here. So there's a lot of energy. So I'd rather be able to focus on you. Hey, y'all from Northwest Arkansas is next. Okay, you got hey, y'all from Northwest Arkansas. I don't know what the weather is like in Arkansas. I've only been there once. But you got the Ace of Winter, which is the Ace of Swords. And this is about something coming to light, being brought forward, but it's kind of camouflaged. You have to pay attention to it. It's more of a feeling. Her name is Stacy. Wait, what? Oh, hi, Stacy. Oh, that helps so much. Thank you. Hi, Stacy. So Stacy, I'm getting this feeling that you are having a lot of ideas coming forward, but you're facing some kind of, like I was talking about with the ashes, there's things getting in the way. It's kind of clouding this vision. It's kind of clouding this. So you're seeing these as challenges. So you have to make sure that you take a step back and that you are actually communicating as clearly as you think you are. If you're not communicating to yourself clearly, if you can't understand what you're saying, if you can't understand what you're thinking, if you can't put your thoughts into words, sometimes a great thing to do is record yourself and then play it back and go, oh, you know, am I saying things as clearly as I want? Are the thoughts in order? You can also write them down, like with a pen and paper, and put down your thoughts and put them in order, like make sense of them. Because what's challenging right now is going, oh, I don't need to do those steps. I have this great idea. I'm thinking like a whole bunch of stuff. And it's all coming through, and I'm going to manifest this because I can see it, I can feel it, and the universe is saying that's great, but you need to make sure that the excitement of all this is not getting in the way of you actually manifesting what you want. Yeah, amazing. It says right here, amazing new ideas that should be implemented, but we often have to make sense of them, in order of them. Okay. Okay, let's see. See, Stacy, what else? And I like that because here, at least in this hemisphere, it's winter. And, you know, we often get a lot of ideas when we're hibernating. Oh, and this is really clear. So your ideas are just as powerful as other people's passions And see, just because your passion is showing up as ideas with the white tiger here, that's still a tiger. That's still a fierce animal. Just because it appears differently, just because it manifests differently, it's still got a lot of power and fire. And then you've got the Nine of Autumn, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And we've been getting this card a lot for the collective. This is about reward yourself for all your hard work. Like, that's what, that's what I'm seeing. So you've done all this stuff. You've created and manifested all this stuff, but you haven't written it down. Like, I accomplished this, I accomplished that, I accomplished this. And so you're not seeing it clearly. You're seeing it as a lack, and kind of not as fruitful as it actually is. So my advice here is to manifest it in the 3D world. Manifest what you actually did in the 3D world. If that means that you're just writing it down, creating a story or a song, creating something in the 3D world, you'll start making sense of it. You'll start really seeing your passion. Yeah. And let's see. Eight of Winter. Yeah, see, look at how different these are. The Eight of Winter here is the Eight of Swords. And this is about being, not having confidence in yourself. But you've actually created all this. You've created the Nine of Pentacles. You've done that. I mean, this is the autumn. This is the harvest time. So it's already manifested, but you're not acknowledging that. You've got to work on your self-confidence. And sometimes the simplest way to do that is actually write down what you've accomplished. Okay. So Stacy, I don't know if that helped. And if you guys could press the like button, it really helps with the algorithm. Okay. Yeah. And I cut the cards and I just wanted to give you one more note here. The Nine of Summer, the Nine of Cups. This is about your wishes coming true. They've come true. That's the thing. I think you're not seeing that because life gets in the way. Life and the new struggle, the new day, the new thing that has to be tackled. And then we forget all about what we've already created, what we've accomplished. So take that time, really give yourself some credit. Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Let's get you I'm going to start Sonia. Thank you, Ivy. Your brother's health. Okay. I was getting something. Is there something about indigestion, heart issues, some kind of heartburn, maybe an ulcer? Ulcers. Yeah, I was feeling that immediately. Yeah. I immediately got this feeling of an ulcer. I was like, oh, I don't have acid reflux. Yes, I have Cabbage Patch Kids all over there. They're in their little cabbage patch. Yeah, I was getting ulcers. What is going on there? Okay. As soon as I said your name and I picked up these cards, I'm just gonna be honest. I burped, which I was like, where'd that come from? And it felt like acid. And then I was like, oh, this is much lower. Bye, Mike. He's undergone 6 surgeries. Okay. You got the Divine Feminine, and this is number 6. And this is about manifestation. So I get that there's some kind of something from the past. Your brother is suppressing some kind of feelings about something that happened in the past, and the suppression of those feelings, the suppression of the events. They don't want to feel it. They don't want to actually feel it in their body. They don't want to feel it in their life. And so your brother is pushing it down. And that's creating like this feeling of like fire. Okay. Okay. Full moon, 29. This reminds me of Pepto-Bismol, and I know Pepto-Bismol cannot quench the fire of an ulcer, but what I'm seeing here is it's in the center. The core here is, because this is the full moon, the core here is being completely transparent about what your brother is feeling. Like, if something happened in the past, your brother is pushing it down so much that it is like, it's manifesting within his body. Okay, let's see. He's created a story, and he's kind of woven it. This is like a cord. So he's got a cord within him, some deep-rooted belief about who he is based on a past incident, and he's not letting himself feel it. He's not letting, with the full moon is about things coming to light. And so the more these feelings come forward physically, he's not dealing with it. It might have something to do with the father, with your dad, or his dad. I don't know if you guys have the same dad, but it might have something to do, or just the base of what it means to be a man. You know, you can't be emotional. You can't deal with trauma. You have to be tough. You have to be bold. And so focusing, I don't know if he's open to this, but I feel this very stiff energy, this very stuck energy of not wanting to admit that he's having emotional feelings that he's not, dealing with. Yeah. So I feel like his boundaries were crossed a lot when he was younger. And so he feels kind of bad, like he doesn't know how to have healthy boundaries. And so he manifests that in his body. Somebody might have felt jealous of him. So they like, oh, you had it easier. Why do I have to be kinder to you as a child? So he's going to have to transmute this energy. You can't do it for him. You can't tell him what he's doing. You just have to be open to him. You have to be open. This is green. This is heart energy. Just being open, like, hey, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Maybe you should talk to a therapist, because when we have physical things that manifest over and over and over again, it is our body trying desperately to communicate with us that we are not dealing with an emotional issue. And if we don't deal with those emotional issues, they will manifest physically. And so being there we had a tough life, and it took care of us right from the time he was 17. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. So it's his time. He needs to nurture that child within him, that he lost his childhood, that he lost that. And now he's upset. It's burning inside him, and he's refusing to feel those feelings. So being there, not to him and going, hey, you gave up everything for us, but going, thank you so much. And what can I do for you now? How can I be there for you now? You're so used to taking care of everyone, but right now I want to be there for you. And that's such a gift we can give people. Like, we can forget, that those wounds manifest themselves whether we want it or not. Okay. It's 52 now and never got married. That's okay. Maybe marriage isn't his happiness, but maybe what it is feeling at peace. Like, if you took care of everyone when you were a kid, maybe you don't want to get into a marriage where you got to take care of more people. Maybe you want to put yourself and like live a life where you're like, this is actually my success. And then there's this judgment in our world that if we don't get married, if we don't have a relationship, we can't possibly be happy. But a lot of us didn't get the nurturing when we were growing up. We had to give it to people. So therefore, our adult life is actually about kind of going backwards. We're actually giving to ourselves. We're nurturing ourselves. We're not giving to another person. We already did that. It was just kind of reversed. So, okay. So who is next? I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to welcome everybody to the channel. I really love doing this. I've been doing this now for 7 months and I really love it. Yeah, it's more than I ever could have expected, and you guys made that happen. Sauna. Okay, let's see. I want to use, yes, these. I picked them up. So Sauna, something, you're in your mind, you're in your head about something. Like it is really keeping you stuck. It's not that you're actually stuck. It's not that you're unable to move forward. What's coming in my love life with enough for 2025? We are in love, in a relationship past 5 years. Okay, so, but for 4 of those, I think that you have been a little stuck in, like, the first year of the relationship can be that beautiful, like when you look at clouds, it's like, oh my gosh, like I can imagine anything. I see beauty in every single thing. And then life hits you. It's hard. It takes work. And we forget that. And so we kind of get in our head. It's like, oh, well, that went wrong. We're misunderstanding each other. We're doing this, we're doing that. And so it's like we start stacking up. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. We start stacking things up. We start moving things in a direction where we're very negative with our thinking. It's just like, oh, here's one more sword on the wall above our bed, you know, above our place of coming together. And then that becomes, instead of seeing the clouds as possibilities, all we can see are the swords, all the times we fought, the times we had problems. But we have to remember that if we're in this relationship, if we want it to continue, it has to change. With the number 5 here in the Hierophant, we have to be adaptable. You know, when we think of swords, we think of very solid, you know, cutting, but they're solid, right? They're the environment doesn't move around, you know, like it has to be severed by a sword. There's no way to interact with a sword where it doesn't cut through something. And so we've got to remember that life and relationships are all about change, and change is not bad. Change is an opportunity to have something even ascend even higher in your partnership. So if you guys have been, and you got 5, you were in a relationship for 5 years, that's a time for change. Seeing it as an opportunity to grow. Like, why did you get in this relationship? Well, is that still relevant anymore? Is that relevant to why you're in the relationship now? You guys have both changed. You both are coming at it from a different angle, but you're both getting kind of stuck. But I want you to remember that even those things, we say things that hurt each other's feelings, we do things that hurt each other's feelings. This is actually the 10 of Swords, but it's actually the everything is fine card. So if our partner has forgiven us, it's our responsibility to not do the same thing. Change, adapt, and not add another sword to the wall, but instead see it as an opportunity. Okay, move in quickly. I think you need to come in with more passion. I think maybe this relationship is getting a little stagnant. And so like honing that energy of excitement coming into this. Why are you in a relationship? I mean, why am I doing this? I came here because I want to have fun. I want to interact with you guys. I want to enjoy that. So why are you in a relationship? If you're just in it because you've been in it, and like the last 4 years have been like, well, I'm in this relationship, better make the best of it. I feel no passion. I feel no, wow. Like, time for a change. 4 than 5, change. Moving forward. And so moving forward with passion, like each day, you know, moving forward with that passion and feeling like that you can manifest. Because if you feel stuck in this relationship that you cannot manifest, why are you doing it? You got in a relationship because you wanted to be happy, because you wanted to move forward, because you wanted to plant a seed. This relationship made you see things from a different perspective. It made you like feel lit up. It made you feel like you could, you know, stand on your head and create in the world. Where is that? That's within you. You've got to decide how you want to be each and every day, what you want to bring forward. Okay. It depends. I see marriage if it's not about the marriage. If it's not about you going, or this person going, I'm married. I have a husband or wife. Look at all that I have. Is it about that, or is it about passion? Because if it's not about passion, it's going to eventually, you guys are going to move away from each other further and further. But if you want to plant your seed, if you want to have expansion, then that would be a beautiful marriage. That would be a beautiful creation. But are you thinking about it as love, as like the only option? Or you're like, this is something I want to grow and create and bring forth? Okay. So yeah, it's really up to you, but marriage should be about passion. Marriage should be about bringing something else into the world. It shouldn't just be about the marriage. A lot of people do that. I did that with my first marriage. I was like, plan. You know, I spent almost a year of just planning and having everything executed. And then by the time I was on the honeymoon, I was like, I haven't spoken to you in a year about anything but planning this wedding. And it was over, and I don't even remember most of it because it went by so quick. And then I'm like, hi, oh, do I even want to be with this person? So that's really a good thing to remember. So, okay. Well, if you're a child, this is not intended for children. I actually clicked that. So things are confusing. Yeah, because it's your intention. But you say you want to get married. You want to marry this person. But what do you want? Do you want a marriage? Because marrying someone is literally the very first step in that life. It is not the destination. Marriage is a journey. You don't know what you're doing on your own journey, but then you want to get on a path with someone else. You're making sure that you both are going the same direction, that you both sort of want the same thing, that you want to explore the same lands. That's very important. Okay, who is next? Yeah, definitely. If you're a child, please leave. Okay, who is next? Okay. I'm really bad with a Kashra. A Kashra? You're welcome. Kashra. You got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is this really compassionate person. This person who's got an authority. They really sit in their power. So I'm going to see if this is your energy. Can you tell me something about my future? I'm feeling very stuck right now because of someone. I just want to move on and do something with my life, but ain't able to. Should I move on from him? That's what I think this card is saying. This is saying you are sitting and waiting with your passion. And instead of going, okay, go about your life, do everything that you would normally do. And now if that person returns, if that person comes back, then great. But you sitting still and your energy and your passion is going to basically burn it all up. It needs to spread. It needs to grow. So I think we need to see relationships as not a destination, but actually as like things we experience on our own path. So we have to keep growing. We have to keep moving or we get stuck. Yeah. Okay. So you spend a lot of time in your head. You're waiting for a message. You're waiting for this person to take an action, to say certain things, to move towards you. And you're like, I'm just gonna wait. So you're like, this is very stuck energy. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait right here. And when they're ready, they'll come find me. But until then, I'm just gonna like put my head down and just, just wait. And this is saying, no, in order to be the star, you got to move. You got to keep manifesting. Would you really come towards someone if they were in stagnant energy, if they were just waiting on you? You are not a pick me. You are a star. So don't be that. Don't be that. Don't be an energy that you don't want to attract. Because if you're sending that out there that like, I'll wait for you, I'll just be at your beck and call, put all my passions, all my endeavors, everything on hold for you. You're teaching this person that that's what you're going to do forever. You're never going to be the star. You're never going to move forward. You're never going to outshine them. You're never going to be big and bright, because you might be attracting energies that you don't even realize, because you're staying in an energy that's not yours. You're going to attract, maybe by the time you move and manifest your own energy, you won't even want this person, because you'll have moved out of that frequency, that energy. You're then going to attract someone who's your star quality, who's going to show up just as much for you as you want to show up for them, that you guys can shine together. Because I always thought this was interesting. This star does not look like a normal star, right? It looks like two stars kind of like melded together and created an even bigger star. And so you need to attract someone who's got as much drive and determination, is going to give you as much attention as you're going, oh, I want this person to. They're not really showing up in the energy that you want to create. And maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, this relationship shouldn't be about you putting work into the relationship. It should be about putting, living your best life. And this, somebody else should want to put work into being with you. Okay. So who is next? I like that. You have great energy. Do not sit on the sidelines and cheer for somebody else when you're the star. No. Like, wow, they're not even worth your energy if they're not paying attention. Ever love and light. Oh, nice to see you, ever love and light. Oh, getting a little sore. Got to move around. I don't do that enough on here. And then I stand up after a few hours and I'm like, oh my gosh. Hey, it's 222 with 88 people watching. And oh, you're so welcome. So that's some cool numbers. I love math. I'm a nerd, so. Ever love and light. Ever love and light. Ooh, again, from a different deck, we get the Hierophant. Oh, this I love. You're like the authority here. You like, everybody comes to you and they want your advice. They think you're the authority. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to go to Ever Love and Light here. And Ever Love and Light will tell me the direction I need to go, the change I need to make. That's number 5. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Hi, welcome. We've got the cat here and people are bringing you. They're like, oh, have you read this book? Have you, what are your thoughts on this? And like, what is your instinct saying? And like everybody's seeing you as this grand, wise person. Like, they're like, well, you can create any world you want. Look, you're magic. You're like, yeah, you're this wise person. You can create anything you want for the world here. And you're like, okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can take these vines, these unruly situations, this tangled mess of my life, and create order out of it. Help me. And you're like, yeah, you're creating your dream life. And people are seeing that. They're attracted to that. They're like, wow, you took things that I couldn't even make sense out of. Like, look at how, like, These are beautiful vines, right? But look at this wreath that you created. And you're taking every aspect. You're realizing that everything has to stay in balance, because the world card here to me looks like the Wheel of Fortune. You know, you're taking everything and creating balance out of it. I'm just reading what people are. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, because you've been meditating, you've been focusing, you've been spending a lot of time being at peace with yourself, trusting your instincts, honing that energy. Like water, like I've talked about, can be kind of scary and forceful. It's like, whoa, you know, you're not controlling water. But when you instead appreciate the power, feel the power, get wisdom from everything around you, but mostly within yourself, that cup, we are water. So understanding yourself, you're doing that, and people are loving it. You know, oh, but what I see here is this other card from another deck popped up, and the Three of Swords. I get that there's some feelings around here that some people are very jealous. Oh, like here I see this. They're watching you be at peace, create all this, have people come up to you, attract your best world, create everything you want, trust yourself, and they're jealous. See, green can also be envy and watching you. They're watching you, and this is causing heartbreak in some people's, like, why can't I do it? Instead of seeing you as a beacon, as a way of going into the world, they're actually getting really jealous and hurt and like, I will never feel like that. You know, what makes them so special? Instead of seeing the light. So my advice is to keep shining your light, keep living like that, go within, create. I've been getting really create a bubble around yourself, a light bubble. And then give a light bubble to someone else. When you see them in pain and stuff like that, don't offer them advice, but energetically transmute a bubble of protection, a light bubble towards them. And if they want to get in it, if they want to accept it, they will. Otherwise, they're choosing that path. Let's see. Yeah, you're giving people the knowledge by just being you. They're having to observe it though, and they get to choose whether they're going to attack, whether they're going to pick up on the resonance. That's really up to them. So that's your goal right now, is making sure that you remember at every moment that you have no ability to force anyone to drink. You can bring them to water, but you cannot make them drink. And not getting heartbroken on leaving people behind. It's very painful, but as the wheel turns, as you create your new world, not everyone can go with you. Not everyone can exist in that world because they have not chosen to drink. They have not chosen to see the truth or live differently. So they can come to your door, but you can't make them go through the portal. Okay. Who is next? Firefly. 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 Let's see, Firefly. Oh, I like that. I just saw your little sunflower. And that reminded me of some of the cards I got earlier. I got the Sun and Strength. Ooh. And, oh my God. And Strength. And then I pull out the Courage card here, and it's yellow. So your energy is all about having the courage to shine really bright. It's about not being afraid, trusting in your divine connection, trusting that even though people look at you and look away, like nobody wants to look directly at the sun because it'll hurt them, but the sun also shines everything, in its light and removes all shadow. A lot of people like the shadow. A lot of people get upset when the light is shown on all the shadows and it shows all that is there. And you're going to have the courage to stand in that and be like, no, I refuse to back down. I refuse to back down from the truth I know. See, here you've got a sword, that Ace of Swords, and valor, which is a lot about swords. The truth is not always comfortable. And people will often look at you and say, oh, wow, I don't want to see that. I would rather pretend that there's nothing there, like here with this void. And they're not realizing, then see that everything is desolate. Everything is in shadow. Everything, there's like been an explosion. There's ash everywhere. Instead of, you know, admitting that's true, so that they can see through that and create their own world. A lot of people around you, I get the feeling, are finding fault with your empathy. They're like, well, I only want you to see the good. I only want you to see, you know, and you're having to be strong enough to go, no, this is the actual truth. This is what I see. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just face planted going up my stairs because I was too focused. Exactly. That, like, looking, okay, like, instead of using the sword as you're looking down the knife's edge, the razor's edge, and that line is almost creating a one-dimensional reality. You're not able to see from every vantage point. So instead, you know, using it as the blade and picking up on the light and making different spectrums so that you can see more. Okay, let's get you some tarot cards. And I'm actually going to use this one because I want some clarity. I want some just straight up words, direct interpretation of the tarot. Okay, but I'm not going to get it because it's the Hanged Man. So even though I wanted to go directly there, this is telling me that's not the point. The point is having the courage to be able to not know what the light is going to bring, the courage to keep going in the face that you don't know what's going to come to light, and be excited about that. Have trust and faith in the divine, that's what's going to bring forward your best life, and change the way you're thinking. Just keep going that direction. Ooh, I just got a head rush. Oh, that's so funny because it's a hangman. Like, so yes, like, it might not be comfortable to have to look at things in a different way. It might mean, you know, bending our mind, changing our perspective, and that's uncomfortable. It can cause us to feel unstable, but having the courage to go forward even when you're feeling uncertainty, you know, having faith in the divine. Okay, who is next? So I don't know if that helped, Firefly, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, go forward. Don't be timid. Okay, who is next? They need sunglasses, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. Let's see. I am going to use these cards over here. I set out a lot of decks today because I wanted to be prepared. And I've been getting a lot today about using this places thing. Because, let's see. Hi from Chicago. Hi, Valerie. Okay. Evelyn. Ooh. Okay, you got the birthplace of dreams, pursuit of goals, belief in possibilities. Okay, that's the place you are in. That is the place you are in. Oh, wait, which Evelyn am I doing? There's two Evelyns. I want to make sure I'm doing the correct person. Okay, just plain. That's what I thought. So Evelyn, you got just plain Evelyn, not Evelyn with the last name. Yes, there we go. So pursuit of goals, belief in possibilities, birthplace of dreams. So 2025 is bringing forward a time where you imagine something. It seemed like anything was possible. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling like, and this reminds me of the moon card because there's two animals are sitting under the moon. And so what I see here is there's all these possibilities. Okay, this looks like these. There's a lot of possibilities here. And I want you to think about where you first thought about this. You were like, wow, this idea that I've had, it came forward. Where were you? Because it's like, it's the bone. See, you can't quite see it there, but that's like the strength. That's what the bone you want to follow. Like, you know, dogs really love that bone. Well, once you remember where you had this idea, where you really felt like anything was possible, when you return to that psychologically, if it's a place you can actually go to, even better. But if you can't, I want you to sit down and visualize where this place was, where you were when you had these memories, where you just were like sparked with creativity. Thank you so much. Where you sparked this creativity, and I want you to follow it like you were this animal going after a bone. You're like so wanted. You want to discover where it is. It'll be a path that'll lead you to your manifestation. Six of Pentacles is all about generosity. So maybe when it's blocked. Okay. Okay, then I want you to stream of conscious journal. I want you to sit down, and I just want you to start writing about the feeling that you want to remember. And just write whatever comes out. Don't worry about how it's spelled. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about anything. And I want you to write it out. I want you to sit there and just stream of conscious, write down every single thing. If it's random, if it's like, for me, it's like a Cabbage Patch doll. That reminds me of being a kid and really wanting to be around toys and play with toys and feel young, or a troll doll. I have a plethora of those. Whatever so you've got to get a nugget and then, you know, expand on it. I understand not being able to visualize. I feel very blocked too. It's, but you have to be curious. You have to go after it like this dog. This dog really wants this bone. So are you going to go after it like that? Are you going to dig, excavate, and find what you're missing? Okay. Okay, so you got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords here is talking about, yeah, like I was talking about, using your brain to spark this idea, spark this new, like from the past though. With a page here, we're talking about younger, whatever its birthplace, a young person, you know, going after something, excavating. So something is buried within you that's causing the block. You've got to be willing to excavate. You got to be willing, oh, here, you know how dogs, they go and take the bone, they bury it, and then they forget about it, right? You got to be willing to go back, excavate in that spot, you know, and these kind of look like X marks the spot. Excavate and excavate until you dig up that bone. And all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh my gosh, here it is. It is exactly what I was searching for, but you've got to do the work. It's a lot of work. But it'll manifest, it'll grow. Once you dig that up, once you start excavating, I don't think you're going to want to stop. And eventually, yeah, you got to put it into practice though. You've got to actually put it into the works. There's no easy way. Like everything is, it's like, it should be fun, but it's not easy. This is work. And as far as you should enjoy your work, but it's still work. We still got to work at stuff. Okay. Who is next? I'm just reading what anybody's saying. Okay, I'm going to do something real quick. I want to give back to Speak So Well. I have not given Speak So Well, who does the moderating here. I haven't given Speak So Well reading in quite a while. So whether you want it or not, Speak So Well, I'm giving you a reading. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I've been getting this energy for you a lot because you're here. And so I read your energy quite a bit. And it's like something you've planted. Your manifestation is like the sun. It's bringing light. It's bringing growth. See, like it's dropping seeds all over the place. Like this one seed, this one kernel. This is your strength. You gave it up to the divine, and now it's bringing forth because you had faith in it. You had faith in this idea, and now it's bringing forth seeds. It's growing, but you have to continue to nurture it. Those seeds, when they come down, they are going to take work too. It's going to take so like when you create something, it may create a lot of shoots. And you can't just go, okay, I'm not going to take care of those plants. Those plants are now there. And so you have to bring those forward. You have to bring that effort that you did for that original idea, that original plan. And then now tend to all of these new plants. It's exponential growth. Okay. Too many cards, so I'll just go through these really quick. You got this 6 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Very interesting because, so the 6 of Wands is all about celebration. It's about accomplishment. It's like, yay, you did it. You did it. But you're kind of like, instead of, it's all now like pickup sticks. Instead of celebrating each one like in its accomplishment, you're just stacking them on top of each other. They're getting tangled. So seeing them clearly, like they came in like this separately, but you're trying to make order out of them instead of celebrating them each for what they are, each accomplishment. Oh, and I just saw a bird fly through. And this is kind of making you feel stuck. Like, okay, what's next? What will I do next? Instead of focusing on what you've accomplished. And, seeing your accomplishments clearly for each single thing you did, not just a pile of stuff, but an actual each, celebrating. I think one thing I need to tell this collective and Speak So Well is, since this is your reading, because this is interesting. You got 2, 3, 4, and then 6. It's exponentially growing. Everything we put out into the world, we put it out there like we plant a seed in the ground, we water it a little bit, the sun shines down on it, and then we forget about it. And then all this stuff is growing. And if we don't appreciate each accomplishment, even if it comes in a year later, 10 years later, 4 years later, 3 years later, if we don't stop and see that we are really picking up as the star, which came out, we won't keep growing. We'll make a mess of it. Our accomplishments will seem like hindrances. So celebrate each and everything that you accomplish. Each time you do something great, celebrate it. Every day that you get up, be grateful for. Okay, so the person I was going to do next is named Masud, Masoud. Okay. Let's see what your energy is. I am going to go with these. Masud. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad. If I don't get to you today, please turn on the notification and sign up with your name and a possible question on the community post I make. I usually do it the day before because if I do it any earlier than that, it gets kind of lost in the algorithm. So if you put your name in there, you're more likely to get a reading. So Masud, you got 43, innocence. And this card comes out a lot for this collective. This is innocence. And I love this card because it talks about how when you're open to any possibility could come forth. It grows exponentially. I think of the chakras as they grow from, you know, the single to the double, and they just keep multiplying until that's still like infinite. And when we believe that's possible, we are more able to manifest and create anything we want. When we limit ourselves and we go, okay, here's the criteria, I'll be this open, but only believe in this, or, you know, oh, that's not really possible. We lose our innocence, but we also lose our manifestation ability. You got the Hierophant. So you had to go within to get to this point, because the world it does not reward innocence. It sees innocence as as actually like not evolving, not maturing. And who says maturing is all that great? Like, just because you're getting older psychologically and physiologically, that's an ability to expand what you know and grow in that innocence. So going within, I think it was a good idea that you went within. And if you haven't already, going into the future, going within and really look at what you want to create. Like, think about it, because this is the Virgo energy, and Virgo is an earth card. It's about going within ourselves on the physical plane and thinking about what we want to create on the earth. And I like this. Yeah, it's very interesting here because, see, holding these flowers, right? And his hands look very similar to that. So this light of possibility. I'm glad you believe. Yeah, you're sitting in this energy, like as you go into yourself, you're realizing that you have this light. You emanate this light. I was talking about this energy bubble that we should have around ourselves, and we can create anything out of it. You have that. You're feeling that. You saw it outside of yourself, but then you're now sitting within it. It is radiating around in your aura. And people are still sort of seeing that, oh, well, you can't manifest. The light's always with outside of us, and that's a very lack mindset. They are trying to kind of put a lack mindset on you. You went internal to realize, actually, that light is within me. I create that light. I bring that forward. And the people around you are still kind of in their shadow selves. They're not seeing things from that perspective. But, you know, the Judgment card here, I love this. It's like the Phoenix rising. Like, you're choosing not to live in that world anymore. You realize that transcendence, evolving, is an act of innocence. It's an act of wonder. Like, what is going to come next? You don't have the answer. You don't know the answer. And that's a good thing, because that means you can experience the world from a completely, you know, brand new way. You don't have any expectations of how the world is going to be. And that's giving you the ability, you know, judgment. You're calling judgment on people's lack mindset of saying that you have to live like this and you have to look to someone else for the light, when the light is actually within yourself. So I love that. And I just noticed that this Innocence card has the pomegranate. And I've been eating a ton of pomegranate. I just love pomegranate. So the seeds are within ourselves, you know, enjoying the fruits of our labors. Okay, who is next? I liked your energy. So thank you for being here. Who is next? Ivy Bloom. Ooh, okay. Ivy Bloom. What I got, what flipped out is number 45, prosperity. This flipped out, and embrace, number 11. So, and then you got at 27, enlightenment. So what I'm seeing here is the universe is trying to tell you the secret is to embrace every bit of prosperity that comes into your life. See everything as the universe giving you prosperity, of bringing it forward. And when you do that, when you start seeing everything as a gift, everything just comes to you, really embrace your path. Just be like, okay, yes, oh wow, that just came to me. Yes, and you're accepting it and you're embracing that you manifest prosperity. That's when the enlightenment will come. Spirit is trying to tell you the enlightenment comes when you accept everything that's coming at you as a gift, as the ability. When you embrace life, when you embrace the good with the bad, the whole spectrum here. See, here we have the root, and then the sacral, and then the solar plexus. So bringing it forward. You've got to embrace that, though. You've got to embrace that you are a system, that you, everything that happens to you is to make you more enlightened. It's not there to punish you. It's not there to make your life hard. It's actually there to create the world that that you're asking for. Okay, so let's see. What else we got for you. Okay, I'm going to put these cards over here, and then I'm going to pick these ones up, which I almost dropped. The Lovers and Three of Cups. So, Spirit is saying that they want you to really be in love with life and have fun. Like, you've been very serious. You've been focused on your evolution, on your enlightenment. But focusing on your enlightenment isn't how you get enlightened. It's actually loving every moment of your life, bringing that forward and celebrating everything, embracing the prosperity, embracing, like, okay, you say you don't have a lot, then embrace, oh my gosh, I just had the best, I remember during the summer, I was having a little bit of a rough time. I had the most incredible peach, and I was just sat there and I went, wow, like, this is incredible. And it changed my whole mindset. I had a lot of stuff that was not going well. So I had to embrace the core there, that, you know, the peach pit, like, that everything sprouted from this pit, that everything grew from it. So yeah, it's beautiful energy, and you will create and manifest, but you just got to embrace every moment. Like, it is that special. And like I was talking about that peach, it's like that there's that pit inside. That is the core there. It's like, it's beautiful. It's precious. Every moment. Embrace it. Embrace every moment. And it's 11, which is the angel number. You were asking about spirit. You got enlightenment and an angel number. So that seems pretty clear to me. I'm so glad. Oh, you're crying? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, but crying is good. That's that sacral energy. It's that harmony. Like, we have to feel things. If we don't want to feel the pain, if we don't want to feel the emotions, we're also not going to feel the joy. Like, it's every part of every experience is embracing it through its whole being. Okay, I'm just reading. Sorry, I got tagged there, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing something. Okay, and at the bottom, I just want to tell you, you got the Four of Wands. So the divine is saying, this is within you. You are the foundation to this. Create what you want to create. Love every minute of it. Life is so precious. Life is so beautiful. I'm going to clear the energy a little bit with some, I just sprayed myself in the face with some rose water. And my little dog Roxy's over here. I'm going to spray her. She doesn't like it, but it still feels good. It's nice and cooling. And I'm going to ring the bell. Where did I put the bell? There's so much stuff all over. Oh, here it is. Yes, Lord Ganesh is very precious. Exactly. Like seeing that within yourself is beautiful. And there are rainbows all over the cards right now. So I really love that for you. Okay. Who is next? I'm going to do Ivy Bloom. Ivy Bloom. I love that. And you know what? I wasn't going to use these cards. Sorry. I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay. Ivy Bloom. I'm going to use these because these are made by a person named Izzy Ivy. And these are the Beyond Lemuria deck. And so when I saw your name, I was like, I have a little video about my cats, and one of them's, no, not Ivy Bloom. What? Oh, okay. Don't do Ivy Bloom. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do one more card for you then. Trust your innocence. So, and you also, the other card you got was 45. This is 54. So either way you look at it, trusting yourself. You just read for Ivy. I'm sorry. I'm getting very tired. It's been 2 hours. Okay. Well, you got a lot of cards. Cat Wilson. Cat Wilson. So I just pulled these cards, so they're fresh. So we'll use one for Cat. Yes, Ivy got a whole bunch of stuff. Way to go, Ivy. Well, you asked. I guess the universe had a lot to tell you, Ivy. You were very open to the universe's message. A lot of people want to hear specific things and they don't want to hear anything else. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't tell you something that I'm not getting. Okay, so Kat, you got 38, and this is new blueprints. And what I get from this is, because see, there's the butterfly. These are not new blueprints. They are new to you. You were in the caterpillar stage, and then you went through the chrysalis stage, and now you're in your new life. You're in your new reality. And so you have to look at things differently. You have to look at the blueprints of your life like they are brand new. The ones that that you had before when you were in the caterpillar stage, that helped you get to the chrysalis stage. And then the chrysalis blueprints got you through the chrysalis stage to the butterfly stage. And now you're in the manifestation phase. You were in the last stage. You were in that star energy. And you have a completely new set of blueprints for that. That you cannot go based on anything you did in the past. It will no longer work. It's irrelevant to your future, your current life. If you keep trying to operate as like you were in the chrysalis, which was about manifestation, which was painful, which is about, transforming. It was about going through the gunk and the goop. If you stay in those and use that blueprint, you are not going to manifest anything in your new life. If you're using the blueprints from being a caterpillar, that won't get you anywhere in your new life. Housing situation. It's been causing... Okay. Housing. Well, the first thing that comes to me is blueprints. Blueprints are about houses require blueprints. And so this is new blueprints. So I'm getting that you might need to go to a new house. That it's weighing heavily on your mind. It's causing you to feel stuck. And so that's not an easy thing to do, but where you are currently may not be for your best and highest good. Okay, let's see. Page of Cups. So I get what, like here, it's like a fish out of water. So where you are is actually making you feel removed from your connection. You're kind of, it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you in a very, like you were talking about, anxiety. It's keeping you in that anxious state of like, well, am I going to have a home today, or am I not going to have a home today? So the only thing I can suggest, and this is an easy one, I've had to make this decision myself, is I don't know what's coming next, but I've got to make a decision to change my environment because it's causing me anxiety. It's making me feel uncertain about whether my very basic needs are going to be met. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like a child in the fact that the world has control over whether I feel safe or not, whether I, have a place to live, like this fish should not be out of the water. So let's see. I'm going to just get, maybe there's some, maybe you got to just speak the truth to yourself. If you can't get out of this home situation, being really honest with yourself, do you really want to live here? Does this feel good? Or are you just holding on to it because now you might lose it? So being truthful to yourself, there's a lot of blue energy here. And have faith that things will work out for their best and highest good. They may go through really rough spaces. You may be delving into an area where you have no support or no security. But staying in a situation that's causing you anxiety is making you feel helpless. Okay, let's see if I get another card. But when you make a decision, when you go search for the feeling that you want, where you want to like lay down, like X marks the spot, like set your intention to live in an environment that is for your best and highest good in this current timeline, where you are now, not where you were last year, not where you were, even yesterday. Where is the best place for your best and highest good right now? What is going to move you forward into the future of where you want to be? Because you have new blueprints, so you cannot stay in the old. But there's treasure. Use your brain. Make sure that you are not letting your thoughts take control and go all over the place. And then focus on what you truly want. Where is the treasure lie? Where are you going to manifest? Okay. Okay, who is next? I'm going to just move around a little bit again. So let's do a little bit longer, and then I think I'm going to start adding like just impromptu lives, because then I can give more people an opportunity. And I like reading your energy, live. It's a lot easier for me. I know that's not easy, Kat. I get that that's really not an easy thing, but the only way we're going to change is if we're uncomfortable. If sometimes we put ourselves in completely new situations, instead of staying in the void of like, oh, I'm just going to stay stuck in this land that I don't like venture out into a new land, see where you want to end up. Like, be empathetic to yourself. Having to reopen files. Okay, no problem. Let's just, ooh. So we got the Three of Cups as a group. So we're all gathering together. If you haven't had anything to drink today, if you haven't had water or tea or some food or something, please make sure you're doing that, because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be an adventure. Life is an adventure. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Mike. Hey, Jaya. Hey, Beauty with Nature. Yes, we're going to wait. So I appreciate who's ever pressing the little heart. I love the little button that makes all the emojis come up. It's fun. It's like confetti. Oh, and man, Six of Cups. So the energy in the room right now, we've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups. It's just a whole bunch of people. They've got they're feeling their feelings. They're like reaching out, and it's really beautiful. I want this to be a community. And so I want you guys to talk to each other. Like if you're struggling with somebody, maybe somebody in the comments, because this is an energetic group, maybe somebody in the comments, instead of just, you know, asking me the same question. If it's not your turn, I'm not going to be able to answer you. So please don't spam the comments, you know, interact with people in the comments and say, hey, is anybody picking up on what, you know, what I need right now? Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I love the hearts. I love it. Okay. Sheena D. Sheena D. Hi, Claire. Oh, wow. There you are. Hi, Sheena. Well, Paul and I have a new start this year. No contact. Okay. What am I picking up about this Paul person? Oh, these are just randomly sitting here. Other stuff. Okay, I am going to think about what cards I want to use for you. Let me see. These cards. Oh, I just knocked some cards over. Okay. So what I'm seeing, Sheena, is I pulled up the self-worth card. I don't get the feeling in this relationship that you are the star here, that the light is shining. Where are you? You are not sitting in this throne. The light is not being shown on you. It's about someone else. And so I want you to focus on your self-worth. Our self-worth is about what we experience. This is showing up as sacral energy. Like, what do we think we deserve in a relationship? Because I don't feel like you're getting it. I don't feel like there's some kind of childhood wound that is messing with your self-worth about what you deserve. Like, oh, you know, you deserve a little bit of warmth, you deserve a little bit of attention, but most of the time it's cold and barren. There's none of this comfort, this protection around you. And I'm not liking that for this relationship. The Hanged Man. Yeah, it's almost like you, and this is a woman, so I don't know why it's always called that. But this energy I'm getting for you, Shayna. Let's see. The energy I'm getting for you is that you're kind of being put on the back burner. It's not about you. It's not about trying to go after you. And unless somebody's willing to do that for you, they are not worth your time. You have to believe in your self-worth. You have to believe that you deserve this. And once you do, it's going to cause a tower, because then you're not going to accept just some trivial whims of attention. You're not going to accept that anymore. You're going to demand that you get your self-worth, and anybody who's not on board with that can get the hell out. It's just like, I don't get that this person sees your true value. And you need to change the way you're looking at yourself. You need to look at yourself how you would look at yourself as a child. This beautiful, forgive yourself for not putting yourself first, but do it now. Protect yourself like you're this, you know, that's you. That is your core. That is your inner child. And anybody who comes into your life better treat you like that. Yes, sometimes because, you know, people are causing conflict around you and drama, like, oh my gosh, you just think, you know, you deserve this. You damn well do. You do deserve everything in the world. This is just to cause drama so that you don't step into your power and cause the tower, because then they can't treat you any way they want. Once you step into your power, they're they're seen as such drama. And you should go away from this. Go away from anything that, any energy, any person who does not see you as this special, unique person. Like, this is the anomaly. This is the only one like it. You are the only person like yourself. You're the only one that can bring this into the world. And this person does not see this forest through the trees because they think that you're going to keep cutting yourself down. You're cutting your own self-worth. You're doing the job for them. So don't make it easy for people to treat you badly. Okay. He speaks of, well, you know what I'm gonna ask? Oh, so I'm gonna make this announcement right now. If you say one thing that is messing with the collective here, is not taking care of the fact that some people are here because they actually really want to manifest and have a better experience, you're gonna be immediately blocked. And if your comment is really inappropriate, we have the transcripts and you'll be reported to YouTube. So do not come in the space and mess with my collective. Like, I look nice, but I don't play nice when people mess with me or mess with the people I care about. So go away if you can't be nice. Okay? Yep, go away like this. Go away. Nobody wants you here. So immediately you will be blocked. And like I said, if you say something out of the YouTube guidelines, you will be reported to YouTube. So is it worth it to you? Okay, who is next? That was actually kind of invigorating. Yeah, I mean, I think we need to do that more often. It's like, we don't have to put it, like, be nice and be, I don't have to be nice to you. You're coming on my channel. Get out. Like, if you walked into a store and you started acting like that, I would kick you out and then I'd call the police. So you decide how you want to act. Like, act like a decent person. DJ Crystal Love, hi. Okay, so Jaya. I'm getting so many cards all over the place. I'm running out of space. And I love to rhyme by accident, apparently. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Rosa. Oops. Sorry, having technical issues. Okay, Jaya. You're in a no contact situation and it felt like a twin flame connection with the person. Will he come back? Will 2025 bless me with love and prosperity? Those are two very different questions. So let's see about this person. If it's no contact, twin flames, I think people are misunderstanding what a twin flame is. So a twin flame isn't supposed to like be your literal opposite. It's not supposed to cause so many problems in your life that, like, it brings up every trauma. It's actually supposed to be very complementary. I don't know why people have decided that twin flames mean conflict. They're not literally our opposite. It'd be like creating a chemical reaction, a manifestation, candles, so magic. So look, like here, if you're going by the twin flame thing, there's a lot of flames, right? Maybe you twin with a whole bunch of flames. There's a lot of different options. Look, there's even more and more and more. So if there's no contact, that means that twin flame is no longer there. It is not going to help you burn brighter and create magic. It's not going to create a reaction, a chemical reaction that is actually going to move you forward. It's going to keep you stuck. But you didn't complement you did complement each other for a short period of time. And now that complementing created a chemical reaction, created the ability for you to grow for your new connection. And I think we have a habit of, I mean, if you're in no contact, it's not good. Like if that person is out there and you're still thinking about it, you actually haven't cut contact. You're not actually having no contact. I want you guys to think about that. So you guys are here with tarot readings and believe in energy, but you're actually energetically still connecting with this person. In order to have a true no contact, you have to cut off all contact, energetic or physical. So that's the only way you can move forward in a no contact situation. That's the only way to tell if their person's going to come back, because you're not giving any oxygen to the fire. So when you don't give oxygen to the flame, it burns out. Now, if it keeps burning by itself and it returns, that's different. But you're still giving it oxygen by giving it energy. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then you got manifestation. So this says, I don't even know if I can really read this. Something, wool of a bat, blah, blah, blah. So like I was talking about energy, if you want to manifest love and prosperity and all this into your life, you've got to make sure that every component, every ingredient you're bringing forward, you're being conscious of what you're putting into the manifestation. Like if you're saying, I want to manifest love, but you're still energetically interacting with this person and holding on to them, you're bringing that into your new manifestation. So you're never going to manifest anything different if you're bringing the same ingredients in. If you're bringing all that in still, you're never going to, and you're not going to know what's wrong. You're going to be like, why is this recipe taste salty? And you're not realizing that you're crying over the batter because, you know, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I wasn't putting, you know, I thought I wasn't putting in any salt. That's a weird analogy, but it's the only one I could think of at the moment. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you've got to decide that you're going to actually cut cords, and then if that person returns to you, then it was meant to be. That old adage is very important here. It's like, see, we have the Two of Wands and then the Justice, which has two swords here. So that like, you have to cut it. I mean, like, really no contact. And then work on yourself. Because you're bringing unconscious things into your recipe for life. And I don't think you're realizing that. Like, there's a lot of candles out there. There's a lot of flames out there. We are not just, the only twin flame that really exists is within ourselves. And we transmute, we project our internal twin flame journey onto others. And then we go, oh, they didn't meet my needs, or they're really my twin flame, but they're not doing any of the things that would actually help me grow. It's because you're projecting that onto someone else and having them act it out in the 3D world, when actually you need to act it out within yourself. You need to go through the twin flame journey, because you are the two flames that could create the whole. There's actually a cool card. I don't know which deck it's from. I think it's from, I don't know where it went. But there's a really cool deck I have, and it shows that it's two wings, and the two people are, the lovers are on each side of the wings, and there's a line down the middle. So you're bringing those two pieces together. Okay, yeah, this is keeping you stuck. So let go of the cords. Let go. If you're going to really go no contact, go no contact. No energetic contact. When you notice yourself thinking about this person, think about yourself. Think about something in your own life. But keep cutting the cords. Beauty with nature. Is that a person? Beauty with nature. How will 2025 be for this other person? What do you want to know about yourself? Like, why are you asking me to tell you about someone else's future? So I can tell you about your future and how it relates to another person. But yeah, my name is, oh, sorry. So sorry. Okay. Just a language issue. So sorry about that. I'm asking for myself. Okay, sorry. I get a lot of people on here. They're like, what is this person doing? What is that person doing? And I'm like, why are you more concerned about that person than yourself? Okay. Zira. Zira. Okay. Okay, not those. King of Cups. Well, the King of Cups is a great card to get when you're asking about yourself and your own future, because the King of Cups is a very solid person who has a connection to the divine, but it is also very compassionate and grounded. They can manifest a lot. So let's see. See if I see anything. I like looking. And you're helping others. See how there's barnacles on his shoulders? So your prosperity will help those around you. You will kind of be like the vehicle to help others prosper too. The more prosperous you are, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. And he's surrounded by fish. He's surrounded by fish. He has barnacles. So like giving support and being actually the vehicle that helps others become prosperous. Your love life? Let's see. Well, I see a lot of fish. I see a lot of options. I also see a lot of barnacles. So making sure that you don't get people attached to you because you are prosperous, because you are very emotionally balanced, because they want what's in your cup. Making sure that you're seeing that some people are just like a barnacle that will stick to you and will live off of you. But there are other people out there that are like the fish. They're swimming around. They're showing interest in you because you're drawing attention. And, ooh. Yeah, if you succumb to, these barnacles want the shell. The shell is the core of who you are, like your essence, and they're coming in and they're trying to take from it. They're trying to live off of you. And if you let any of these barnacle sort of people, these energies in, you can feel it. It starts depleting you. That's going to lead to the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, which is loss. So make sure that you're not getting distracted, because take them off, cut them off. Cut them off if they're coming in your energy, and protect what is yours. Wow, this is very interesting. You got the Three of Swords and then you got the Five of Wands. They are not going to like this because they are drawn to you. They're benefiting off of you. I hope everybody else had a nice Christmas and New Year. I'm just reading comments. Ooh. Okay, yeah. All I can say is don't let the search for love distract you away from the fact that you're highly valuable. And don't stay in situations where you are not welcomed or needed, that are uncomfortable, that feel bad, that cause heartbreak. Don't stay in situations where you are just being taken from. You got the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So your search for love could be perilous if you're not protecting what's yours. Don't be shut down in that way, but be protective of how special you are. Don't settle for less. Okay, who is next? I think I'm gonna go quicker because these get really involved. And then I think I might do like impromptu lives and then spend a little more time with each person. Yeah, barnacles, there's a lot, right? Yes, twin flames are not all about romance. They aren't. You can actually have a twin flame that has nothing to do with your sexual life, relationship. Oh, you're so welcome. So I'm thankful for your precious time. You guys are choosing to hang out with me. And I'm sorry about the light, but I like not having the windows shut when I'm doing this. Okay, who is next? Speak so well. We'll do a few more. And then, like I said, I think I'm just going to impromptu show up. And whoever shows up, that'll be great. Grth? Okay. Will I pass my CA exams in first attempt this month? Wait, okay. Here, let me read your question. This month, I'm having a lot of anxiety, and starting 2 days this year were very bad. Okay. Exams. I am going to go with some very clear cards. Honesty. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, let's see, let me get something else. Education. That's my little dog, Roxy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So what I'm seeing here is I want you to honestly look at why you're trying to do good on your exams. Like, do you think you did well? So if you weren't coming to me, because I'm a reflection of your energy, I am just picking up on your energy. So all I can go based on is what you feel. And so what is it that's coming about? Why, how do you think you did on your exams? Because you're now taking the signs and synchronicities instead of thinking about them. You're going, okay, the first 2 days of this year were bad. Thank you. The first 2 days of this year will be bad. That means that I'm pretty anxious about my exams. Were you anxious about your exams before you started equating those as signs that you didn't do well? So let's see. I feel like you did a lot of work. I feel like you did a lot of prep, and now you're doubting yourself. It's already been done. So have faith that you did the best you could. That you're talking about doing it in your first attempt. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune. So I got the fact that you did so much work. I think you did well. I think that the Wheel of Fortune turned in your favor, but not by itself. Because you have to be honest about how much work you put into it. Your life is not just turning randomly. You are actually using your education, using your preparation, and you're deciding the Wheel of Fortune turning. You're deciding that. If you don't see that you're creating your reality, you're not going to take you're going to be flowing like in the wind. You're yeah, I keep getting that song like let's see. I just want to see what else I get here. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is a page. I get 1 pentacle. I do think that it's going well. I do think you did well. I just think you need to be more honest with yourself. You're not feeling anxious because of things that are happening. You're feeling anxious because you're not grounding yourself. You're not staying connected. You're not just sitting with who you are and going, okay, what I've done is done, and now I've got to move forward. It's hard to do, but we got to stay grounded. We can't always be up in our heads and thinking about the next step. We have to focus on staying grounded. So if you're ever feeling anxious, because anything I say, if it makes you feel anxious, it's probably not for you, or you're not dealing with something that's causing you anxiety. Okay. Rosa. Hi, Rosa. Wow, this table is a mess. There are so many decks. Okay, Rosa. I think you'll be relieved just for the last person. You're going to be, your education and is going to be in a growth spiral. It's going to be manifesting. So just be calm and be present today. Have confidence in yourself. Okay, Rosa. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Rosa. 3:30. Wow, 2.5 hours. I always mean to make these a little shorter because it is a lot. So, Rosa, let's see what the energy that's coming out for you is. Grounded. Okay, number 22. And I got this number earlier. Yeah, I focus on grounding your energy. What are you trying to manifest? Until you stay still, figure that out. It's going to be very difficult to move forward. So let's see. And we got truth, honesty in the last one too. So as long as you can really stay grounded in the truth of any situation, you can handle it. When you try to delude yourself, that's when we get lost. That's when we get confused. Could someone let Angel's channel know what we're doing here? That would be great if the collective could be there for each other. I think it really helps. Ooh. Okay. So what I got, Rosa, is you got grounded, you got the truth, and then you got the 7 of Swords. So this has a very different feel. Something's coming to light, and a truth about a deception, about somebody doing something behind your back. They could be either taking something, they could be lying, gossiping, they just could be doing something deceptive behind your back. And the truth is coming forward. It's coming to light. At 25, okay, this year, or it just happened, but 25, so we're in the year 2025. And so this is coming to light. And maybe this will happen on the 7th, or maybe in July. But whatever it is, it could even happen in February because there's 2 here. I need you to stay really grounded and balanced in this energy. We have 2 here. Stay very grounded. Stay very balanced because this truth is going to hurt. And this is kind of like a way, not a warning in the way like, oh, be scared, but a warning like if you heard there was going to be a storm or it was going to rain, you would get yourself prepared. You would be like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I have all the supplies. I'm going to make sure that I have everything in place. So, yeah, okay. Like, okay, we got this, you got the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So this seems like, and then together, that's the 10 of Swords. This is going to be a very painful revelation that comes forward. This is going to be very painful. It's going to, if it's not about love, it's about something that's going to really hit your heart space. So making sure, you know, the truth is God's protection. And you need to stay grounded in that. And there's a lot of blue energy here, so I'm getting the feeling with the Swords too, something is going to be spoken. And when it comes forward, it's not going to feel great. So really keep making sure your energy is very grounded. Okay, I don't know if that helped, Rosa. That's hard energy. Okay. Yeah, we got the heart and we got the 4 of Wands, so this could have to do with a relationship. Okay. So just a reminder, everyone, if you say anything inappropriate, it'd be like walking into my business, my home, and saying something inappropriate. So you will immediately be removed. And if you said something really inappropriate, you will be reported to YouTube. So please have respect for everyone here. You don't have to be here. This isn't your channel. So remember that. Try to move out of the sun a little bit. Remember that and be kind and respectful. Okay, who is next? We're going to do a few more. And most of you are wonderful. I love having you guys here. I just, there's always those people who need attention no matter what. So they say crazy things and they, if they were, maybe they would be those people that would just be yelling in someone's business or being rude or catcalling because they're desperate for attention. They can't create a positive environment to get that attention organically. So they want to grab it. They want to pull your attention away from someone else so that they can feel special. And honestly, I feel very sad for them. Okay. So I think that you said Phil Black is next. Phil Black. I am not going to use those cards. Let's see, Phil Black. Yeah, let's use these ones. This is the Pulp deck, Pulp Tarot deck. And we have the 2 of Swords and the Death card on the split. There's an ending coming, and you're not seeing it coming. An ending. You're not seeing it yet. You can feel it, though. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm glad you got something out of that. Ugh. I've been sitting here for over 2.5 hours. It's been fun energetically, but my body is like, hey, move around. Thank you so much. Yeah, I use the cards more as a way to demonstrate what I'm picking up. Oh, wow. Okay, so with the split, there's some ending coming. And then you get the Tower. So, okay, what are we going to do about that? Okay, apparently you're going to party it up. So like I was saying, this isn't, you don't know this is coming. This is an ending. This is like, it's coming. You can sense it coming though. And it's going to cause the ending of a foundation, but that's going to lead to your success. That's going to lead to you be like a wish fulfilled. I don't know what that is, but that's great. I'm really happy that came out after those cards. So this is actually, this ending is a wish fulfillment. It's going to give you more options. Yeah, it does. I'm just reading you guys' comments. What's that mean? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna get what I'm picking up. There's some situation in your life with a 2 people. You are probably one of them, and you're getting the feeling that it's going to end. This connection, it could be a friendship, it could be a love relationship, it could be a family member, it could be a job, it could be a way of feeling, but there's some situation in your life and you are getting the very distinct feeling, you're getting signs and synchronicities that something is going to happen with this. It's going, and there's no outward signs. You're not really seeing that this is going to be an ending. Like, for all intents and purposes, everyone who looks at this relationship, they aren't, it should be going great, but you're getting the feeling, you're sensing it. It's going to end. And then you can prepare yourself, because you're getting that feeling, because it's going to crumble. It's going to explode. And that's a good thing, because that ending, which no one else saw coming, is leading to your prosperity, is leading to the life you want to live, manifesting. Something's got to break. Exactly. Yeah, because then you got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is about deception. This is about like not wanting to see the truth. But when you do see the truth, when it comes to light, when it blows up, that's going to actually lead to your manifestation. Very interesting. So this card shouldn't be reversed, but it is. Someone might be taking something from you in the physical world, and they're thinking that you can't see it. And but this information is coming in fast and quick, and when it does, the only thing I'm getting is that you're going to be very happy in the long run. This is a wish fulfillment. The ending of this, the exposure of this deception, of this deception is going to lead to your success, is going to lead to you manifesting everything you could possibly want. It's a karmic path, so it's got to go. It's not serving you. It's orbiting you, and it's got to be cut free so that you can expand. Okay. Okay, so I'll do a few more Speak So Well. Maybe we should do these later in the afternoon, because it seems like more people are able to get on. Chandru. Chandru. You got amazing news, Ivy? That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. Chandru. Okay. Thank you so much for the frenetic spelling. I'm going to drink something. And if you guys haven't eaten today, please take this time to eat something. Oh, for me, it is 3:41 in the afternoon. I live in California. Yeah. You're eating a pretty delicious apple right now. That's awesome. Okay. Chandru. It's 5:11 a.m. there. Wow. Okay, that is very early in the morning. I only wake up at that time because for some reason my brain tells me to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not quite awake. Netherlands. Wow, there's so many different people here. Ooh, okay. Chandru, windswept region, breezy gusts, whirling winds, airy expanse, dancing leaves. Something's coming in on the wind. Oh, and that's so funny. I picked the Wizard of Oz tarot deck to do your reading before I pulled that card. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. So that means that some new opportunities, some new way of seeing things, a whole new world is coming in. And with 2000, your meditation starts by 5:30 a.m. Wow, that's really great. It's really great. I need to be more dedicated about being putting myself on a schedule. South Africa. Wow, everybody's from so many places. Texas. Okay, 8 of buckets, which is the 8 of cups. The 6 of bricks, which is the 6 of pentacles. And the King of Swords, which is the King of Swords. So I like this energy. Things are blowing in, and that is sending you information. So information is on the wind, is the air sign. That is the swords. And you have the King of Swords here. So you are by doing meditation, you are harnessing that energy. and then bringing it forward so that you can actually learn from it. See, here's these little clouds. And so you're using the information by grounding yourself and going into that. You're creating and manifesting and able to give to others, because you move away. Like when you go into your meditation, you put things in order, you make sense of them, you decipher them, and it creates from the solar plexus. You like really get things in line. Like look at all the different colors you have here. We have like the reds, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You have the whole thing here, and that's because you're really centering yourself. You're using the flexibility of your breath and stuff to really hone in and manifest. And that moves you into a place where you can see the unseen and bring that into your 3D world and give it to others. Keep things very balanced. So I don't know exactly what you want to know. What I'm getting very strongly is that your energy is very grounded, is very balanced, and it's allowing you to manifest into the world and be very generous physically. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just picking up on your energy. I don't know if that really is giving you any information, except that you are doing you're doing the work. Like seeing the entire spectrum of the chakras come in. I found that maybe you're up on your head a little too much. So doing some movement meditation might bring in a different aspect. I didn't get a lot of root or sacral energy. I got mostly in my throat chakra, speaking or breathing, in the divine chakra. So focusing on the root. Remember, you have to have your root, your sacral, and then your solar plexus in alignment with your heart, your throat, and your third eye, and your crown. You have to have all of them in alignment. Oh, you're new. Okay, so I would focus there. Do a grounding. Make sure that you're starting with your grounding. We all want to go into the transcendence. We all want to go into the higher dimensions of our meditation, but we have to remember it's a grounded practice. Creating a grounding cord where a cord connects with your root chakra and goes into the earth, and like pulls out anything that's keeping you from connecting. We're a circuit. We're an antenna. And so that we have to have from the base, we have to have the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, all the way up. Like, but you have to start with the root. Okay. It's just been since June 13th, after my wife left me with my child, went through those transitions. June 13th, think about that. 13 is in the tarot, it is the death card. But a death is a new beginning. It's a rebirth. And so and you were in June, which is the midpoint of the year. So that was your transitional practice. Now you're in a new year. And so really focusing on staying grounded. Okay. I believe the boogeyman is something that we create so that we don't have to deal with our fear. So we create and manifest something on the outside of ourselves so that we don't have to deal with the fact that we're terrified of the unknown and of our own feelings and selves. Okay, I'm going to do a few more. And then, like I said, I go live on Thursdays, and I'm going to do a few drop-in lives. So if you see me on, if you have the notification turned on, you'll get a notification that I'm impromptu just stopping in to do a live, and there's a good chance you'll get a reading if you see me on. Speak so well. Is there anyone else that I should read for, or should we just wrap it up? Yeah, we all forget that it's not the fun work. Like, we all want to be in our heads. We all want to have transcendence. We all want to be connected to God and the divine and the universe and be these like beings of light. But we have to remember we're actually physical people on the earth, and our first trek in life, our first path, our first step is actually being in the 3D world, is being human beings. Okay, who is next? Supreme. Suprim. Suprim. Okay, let's see what your energy is. Let's see, where did I put those? I wanted to get a card for you guys, but I don't know where I put them. So I guess I'm not supposed to use those cards. Okay. I would suggest that you just watch, do some guided meditations. I have a really good teacher. She actually posts, her name's Marie, the spirit guide. She posts meditations on there, and then just do them. Do them over and over and over again until it becomes a practice. We have to learn to be able to, the intention is to ground ourselves. Okay. So prim. So prim. So prim. Thank you, Speak So Well. Oh, it's Marie, the Spirit Guide. It's at Marie, the Spirit Guide on YouTube. Okay, I do not want to use this deck because nothing will come out of it. Where's the mermaid one? That is not it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So prim. Yeah, how is everyone doing? I would love it if you guys talk to each other. I mean, the whole point of this is, yes, you want so prim. You want guidance, and the person in the chat might have an answer you need. It's Marie, M-A-R-I-E, the Spirit Guide. M-A-R-I-E. There you go. And it's at Marie, the Spirit Guide. And so what she does is she has, I take classes regularly where we do very long meditations. And I've learned to get into a different state. It's helped me be a better reader. And amazingly, she also does free readings on there. Not readings, meditation practices, guided meditation. You just got to put in the time. It's like a 45-minute practice. Okay. None of these cards want to come out. So, Prim, I do not know why I am not getting a clear answer for your energy. Sometimes that comes... Okay. Okay. I don't know if you're clear on... Let's see. What your energy is. You're welcome. Oh, I did? Wow, that's really, what a gift. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Okay. Talisman. So prim. Number 31, which is about, which adds up to a 4, which is about foundations. I got wax all over this. So to me, the key, you need to find the key to what unlocks what you're looking for with the foundation of who you are. Okay. That's kind of ambiguous. Let's see if we can get some clarity on that. And I can tell I'm getting tired. So, Page of Wands. So this is about looking about growth. The key is keeping in mind that growth is a process, that moving forward in curiosity is the key to your success, to what you want to manifest. Being curious, not staying rigid in your way of thinking. Thank you, Speak So Well. And that key, keeping that in mind always, is the key to turning. See, look, you can put the key in this lock and turn it. But remembering that curiosity is the key. So curiosity and seeing things from any possible vantage point. Like if you want success in your life, in your career and stuff like that, instead of going, this is how you do it, this is the formula, this works for everyone else, and so I'm going to do this and get stuck with that, you're going, no, okay, you know, what if I do it this way? What if I do it that way? Being curious is going to change the way you manifest in life. And once you realize that curiosity is the key, that working really hard is not the intent of life. Pushing a button and, like, you know, trying to figure things out and things being hard is not actually what life is about. It's actually going with the flow, being curious, exploring, finding your key to your life is what's going to bring you progress. And you got the high priestess, high priest. And this is about responsibility. Yes, realizing that it is our responsibility what we manifest, what we create. But it's also our responsibility when we don't do it. So indecision or not moving forward is our responsibility. Are we doing everything we can to manifest in the best and highest way? Yeah, I'm reaching the end of my energy, and I don't want to, like, give you guys lackluster energy. I don't want to feel like you know, like, oh, I'm just like pulling out the energy. I've been doing this for 3 hours now. So is there anyone else on the list that I need to do? Or I'm going to remind everybody, I'm going to do some impromptu. I'm just going to sign on and I'm going to read whoever's there. I get to spend a little more time with you guys and stuff like that. And if you have the notification on, you're more likely to see it and go, oh, you know, Claire's on. And then, yeah, 3 hours is so draining. But it was really exciting. You know, I've been sick over the last week, pretty sick. And it actually gave me a lot of energy. Okay, so those are the two people. Okay. So we got Shanny. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Okay, Shanny. Let's see. Ooh, that was a full face of sun. Let's see, Shanny. I am going to let the tarot cards do the work here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe let YouTube know that you're not getting notified, because I let them know all the time and they're like, oh, okay, well, it's on. So yeah, just let YouTube know that you're not getting notifications. They're pretty great. You can actually just sign in on the chat function and they'll help you. And I guess if they get enough people telling them that the notifications aren't on, they might do something about it. That would be nice. Shanny, you got the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is straightforward about collaboration, celebration, working together with others. It's a great card. It's a celebratory card. Networking. Career. Okay. Career and love. So networking. Getting out there. Enjoying yourself. Instead of directly looking for something, socialize. Network. Get out there. Be around people. I always tell people this. Like, you may be the most gorgeous person in the world and want to be a model or a star or whatever. But you sit in your house and you go, I'm manifesting it. I'm putting the wish out there. And the universe is like, but you're not actually doing or putting yourself in the positions where you would get discovered, or you're the greatest musician, but you don't put anything out there. So you've got to put yourself out there. It's about like putting your energy out into the world. Temperance. So temperance is about, you're at a turning point. So you're going to decide, because like this has three, you're turning this triangle. And so you're turning it and it's going in different directions. Think of the planchette on the Ouija board. You're turning it in that direction. You're deciding which way it's going to go, but you have to do the work. Like the divine can only guide you so much. You have to do the work. You have to put yourself out there. So if you want love, you got to put yourself in a position where you can actually experience love. If you want a different career opportunities, put your resume out there. If you don't have that kind of job, get out there and socialize and network with people that do. We have such an online community out there in the world that you can actually do this from your home most of the time, depending on your job. But you have to get out there. No one's going to discover you in your I'm in an attic. If I did this and I wasn't going live or recording myself or creating a channel, and then I was like, oh man, nobody cares, nobody likes what I'm doing, that would be illogical. So, think about that. It has all to do with the effort you put into it. And so here's the Ace of Wands, bringing forward a new opportunity. This is a wish. This is a new opportunity. Like I'm saying, get out there. See, they have the cup. That's for love. Here's the hand bringing in the opportunity. So this is jobs. And then we have with temperance here, we have both, a balance, like bringing that forward. But you've got to be ready to bring that into your world. You might be saying, I want these things, but you're not putting yourself in a position to attract them. Okay. Drifting. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing what people are talking about. That's one thing I don't like. I just want to sit here. I think I'm going to do one of those. I went to a live of, I forget what his channel is called. His name is Zachary, and he was doing a live on New Year's Eve, and I really enjoyed it. And he just sat on and talked to people, and it was really cool. Okay, so the next person is Mr. Trotter. Welcome back, Mr. Trotter. Okay. Mr. Trotter and then Sunshine is going to be our last reading. And like I said, turn on the notifications. I noticed a lot of people dropped subscriptions after the live because they didn't get a reading. And my point is, you're not going to, if you don't have the notifications on, because you won't know when I'm actually here. Okay, so we're doing Mr. Trotter. Mr. Trotter, how are you today? How are you in 2025? It's great to see everyone. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here, Shanny. Yeah, put yourself out there. I get a lot of energy wanting to come in for you. I get a lot of opportunities coming in for you, but you've got to put yourself out there too. Okay, Mr. Trotter. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just move myself around. See? Okay, I'm going to move my chair. Ow, that was my toe. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mr. Trotter. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. But I love this 5 of Pentacles card because it's focusing on, it's kind of like a protection by keeping the sense of lack visible to other people, because you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of things that you hold valuable. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm getting. So you're kind of in this feeling of, if I show everybody all the stuff that I have, all that I know and can manifest, they're going to take it. So you're hiding your Queen of Pentacles, and it doesn't matter, you're Mr. It doesn't, this is feminine energy. It's about manifestation. It's about creation. It's about being, I mean, look at how affluent this card is. It's all about being very solid earth energy, grounded. And I feel like you're kind of keeping people at a distance physically to protect this, to give the illusion that you are not this affluent in your abundance. And if you're not, you know, manifesting it yet, that might be part of the problem, because the more we are wanting to protect what is ours, we're actually slowing down the manifestation. Thanks, Speak So Well. It's so funny how people diagnose, like, come on here and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna diagnose you with something. I'm like, well, I've actually been to I've had so many MRIs, fMRIs, you know, see different doctors and stuff. I'm like, but maybe you need to, if you're feeling the need to project that onto other people. Maybe that's your own, you're giving yourself your own reading. Okay. Yep, they're thirsty. So if you want this manifestation, Mr. Trotter, if you want this manifestation to come in, you got to stop playing small. You got to stop hiding. You got to, like, stand there and be in this energy, this chariot, this very grounded, passionate, fiery energy. You've got to sit in that and have that be you. This can't exist in the same life. This lack mindset, this feeling out in the cold, feeling removed from others, feeling like no one wants you in that way. You can't live in both these worlds. They cannot exist together. So you've got to decide which worlds you want to live in. And when you decide, you know, when you decide, the sun, like, this will be a celebration, but you've got to get rid of this lack mindset and then really live in this energy of the chariot, the sun, the Queen of Pentacles. Really amazing energy, but you can't live in both worlds. So, but I see you're working on it. So keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the last person is Sunshine, and we just got the sun card. I love that. The last person, and like I said, exactly there, I took your advice to heal and work on my self-esteem. It will take time, but I'm glad I started. Way to go. Way to go. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, just be careful not to keep yourself distant from people. You know, don't keep yourself, that with this roof card, you might have no idea why I'm saying this. Rooftop views, like staying above it all so that you can protect yourself. That's not going to actually live in your life. So don't worry about being far away or protecting yourself in that way. The protection comes as your frequency changes. You will just be, you know, create a protective bubble around yourself. But don't be above it all. Don't remove yourself. Oh, thank you so much. That is such a kind thing to say. Thank you. It's good to see you too. Okay, Sunshine. I got mail delivery, post office, written correspondence, package tracking for Sunshine, and then bridge, connecting pathways, overcoming divides. And this is very interesting because I live very close to this bridge. This is the Golden Gate Bridge. And I've been over it many, many times. It has a lot of significance to me. And then post office. So something, A connection is coming in. So there's a divide, there's a disconnect, there's a space between you and someone else. And there's some kind of package, correspondence, could be an email, could be a text, could be an actual package, is connecting you to this person again. You have been disconnected from this person. You have been at a distance from them. You didn't feel like you were going to connect again, but some kind of message is coming in. And it's from a time in your life when you, oh, that's right, I got to cover up. It was from a time in your life that you lived in a different world, like a different, maybe you moved, and now you're getting in some kind of correspondence, but it could also be just from a different time in your life. You were a different person. And so I'm loving this. Yeah, it's going to be happy. It's going to make you feel connected again to a person or a time that you had not thought about it. It's going to open things up. It's going to feel festive. Like I love this in the world card here, and that we have this garland that creates the world, and then around here, around the windows, around it's that garland. So the world, this merriment is coming back to your world because this person is reaching out. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your energy. Hey, there you go. Yeah, and I get the feeling that this, like, if nothing else, it reminded you of that energy, that place you were. And when it changes our resonance, things come out of the blue sometimes so that we can experience a feeling. 3 of Cups. Okay, yeah, this was a connection. This was a connection coming in. It's bringing back celebration. It's bringing back a connection within yourself that you haven't felt in a long time. It's changing the way you see the world. Like, you're like, how did I end up here? How did I end up in this place when I once was here? And this person coming back into your life is reminding you of that. It's like, oh, wow, at that point, I didn't ever see myself here. So that means that I can change the path of my life. One foot in front of the other. I guess I love that song from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, I can't sing, but okay. Okay, so what is there anyone else? I want to make sure that I check in with Speak So Well. Oh, thank you so much. You are so kind. I'm so, you're making me feel really great. Like I am getting this full energy, this like feeling really happy. Your energy is a blessing here. And I welcome anyone who wants to be a part of these lives. It really helps things go forward. And, you know, it manifests with the Magician here. We got the Fool and then the Magician, 0 and then 1. It's like we're speaking a different language. And it's energetic. Is that indicating any stability? Well, what I see here is a post office is a structure. It's a foundation in our environment. A bridge is a very steady structure. It has to be flexible. So it depends on what direction you want to go. Do you want to continue with the established relationship that you guys first started, or do you want to be flexible and come from the 2 directions and meet in the middle? It's really up to you which direction you want to go. There's an arch here, and then there's an arch here. It's got to be the world that you want to create now. You're not the same people you guys were before. So you have to move forward in a different resonance. Okay, So I really appreciate everyone who showed up today. Your energy was very much appreciated. And like I said, I go live on Thursdays for these, and these are the longer ones. These are the ones I put in the community post and give you the option to put your name down so you can guarantee a reading. But I'm going to pop up every so often. So make sure you have the notification activated so that when I pop up, and I don't know when I'm going to do that, I just want to do that. It just seems like my next iteration here. You know when I'm on. So I love you guys so much. And I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Speak So Well, for all your time. I just love all of you very much. And I'll see you guys soon. Please check out the videos and the readings that are already on the channel. They're very different because I'm not like live interacting with you guys. But they have a different resonance. They have a different thing. So check it out. Okay, bye.